don't want to be like them niggas. I don't want to, yo, Raw, what's up, son? Yeah, you already know. I'm here with knowledge right now. You know what I'm saying? But yo, what you about to have for lunch, my nigga? Yo, matter, oh, I forgot the camera's here, son. Yo, I'm gonna hit you right back, son. I'm in Superstar. I don't do all that corny shit.
You already know what it is. Your boy Nas Guy. Hip hop is real. We are here, man. RBE, RBE, RBE.
I'm laughing at some of the shit we was just talking about before the camera cut on.
ARP, man, how you feeling, man?
Chilling, man. Chilling.
Good to be once again in your presence.
Thank you for coming out and rocking. You know, we picked a nice spot to link up. You know what I'm thinking? You don't gotta tell people where we at, but I'm looking in the background. I'm like, yo, what are these apartments going for in this type of location? Because you saw what was outside.
Yeah, no, it's beautiful.
So imagine what some of these apartments is going for. To be in that location.
So this is the shit you think about when niggas is rapping.
Shout out to Goods. Shout out to Goods.
I gotta say, ARP, you know, I'm gonna just start it off, you know, with what we was kind of talking about off camera, and it was like, you know, I've been saying, like, you know, I've been enjoying, you know, my ride in battle rap, but, you know, I've been expanding, man. I've been going to these versus shows, I've been going to these concerts with artists, and it's like, man, the culture has opened doors for so much more things, you know what I'm saying? Being a respected media in battle rap has allowed me to be respected in other lanes, like as hip hop and things like that. And it just like, I've learned so much covering battle rap shows that it's really the same thing, the same energy and the numbers of the hip hop shows, man, they be crazy, man.
So you was telling me about some of your numbers covering verses and how like you're one of the top media guys, at least in that lane right now, around those type of shows.
Oh yeah,
that
most
type
definitely.
Of coverage.
Most definitely.
And that should show you, like, I tell people all the time, man, like, try to find different ways to latch onto stuff outside of battle. We all love battle rap, of course, but if you got your future plan based on battle rap, you're not in the best position. You know what I'm saying? Like, even media, like if you look at your channel 5 years ago, you probably do similar views based on the person that's in front of the cam. You know what I'm saying? Some people gonna do five grand, some people gonna do 10 grand, even though your channel has exploded and got all these new subscribers.
Real shit.
Because the overall demographic and viewership of battle rap is wishy-washy, like, you know what I'm saying? It's like, I'll drop a battle that might do 5,000 views, or I might drop a battle that does 1 million views. It depends, you know what I'm saying? Whereas like in the lanes that you've been venturing into recently, the verses and the hip-hop artists and all that, you see there's more views over there for you, there's more exposure, there's more money, there's more networking that you're doing, because you could only do but so much in battle rap. Battle rap has always given us ceilings. From the smallest leagues to the biggest leagues, from the smallest battlers to the biggest battlers, same thing for media and bloggers. Some of our biggest bloggers and media can drop a video right now that would do 2,000 or 5,000 views if it's battle rap related, right? So continue to expand. I say all that to say that.
Nah, definitely, man. I gotta say too, man, how's RBE been? You know what I'm saying? I see the Straight to It, you know what I'm saying, series, you know, has been cooking up. And we've been getting some amazing battles, man. Like, thank you. And not only that, you've thrown a lot of battles, you know what I'm saying, in a great amount of time. 17 battles and like,
yeah, volume 2,
5-6 hours. Like, you know, you doing some record breaking shit, you know what I'm saying?
And for us, as quiet as I've been, what's so funny about that is this is more of a high volume year for RBE as far as putting out battles. Because even Brick by Brick 3 that just finished a couple weeks ago, that Lawrence and Wing put together, I think that was 13 battles.
Yeah, 13, 14 battles.
You know what I'm saying? I think that was like 13 battles. But yeah, Straight to It, volume 2 was 17. And this Saturday is 13. Straight to It, volume 3. This Saturday at the Oxygen Bar.
So y'all see what it is, man. Straight to It. That's a fire card, ARP, man. You know what I'm saying? I'm excited about that. I'm definitely in the building. You know what I'm saying? Now, I want to get into this next topic right here, man. RBE, signing artists. Gotta ask, what made you decide to go that route? Because from what I remember, that wasn't really one of y'all things. Signing artists is like kind of do y'all thing, move around, get y'all bag, do what y'all gotta do. what made you say?
Do you think? I'll ask you a question before I answer. So those principles that we've carried in the past towards signing, do you think we still have them right now? Take a guess.
I would guess not.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying? If y'all sign with us, man, I don't want y'all just doing whatever. Like I would assume that would be one of the reasons why.
1,000% incorrect.
Okay. Listen. So and you know, I was also watching like the Rbe'S podcast, and he was saying, you know, this was a major move for RBE. This is something that they really needed to do. They had to basically, you know what I'm saying, to compete at the next level or whatever like that.
Us doing it is not to compete.
Okay.
Now, from Rbe'S' point of view, when you look at RBE signing, and you look at the landscape and the politics and the history of the last 9 years.
Gotcha.
Rbe'S is right to say that, to look at the landscape and look at RBE and say, tactically or competitive wise, that's a good move. So that makes sense and that's logical. But as far as the reasons, 1,000% not the reason at all. So when it comes to, let's talk about contracts as we kind of know. For the most part in battle rap, there's two types of contracts. There's a general contract. Yo, A-Ward, do you want to do this battle? Yes, I want to do it. Do you want this opponent, this day, this location, boom, 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 this amount of money, boom. We negotiate, we figure it out. We agree, send off the contract with those details. So one-off, that's it. You're a contractor being contracted for your services.
Gotcha.
As a ridiculous artist, right? When we hear contract though in battle rap, it takes the form of a term because of the politics and the way battle rap, certain leagues have evolved towards managing artists. That was a competitive move. That wasn't a business move. That was, well, it's business impacting for the sake of competition, right? When people hear that term of contracting, we wasn't about it then, we're not about that now. I was never a fan of telling people what they can and what they can't do. I never, you know how many times I've been on the phone with even some of the biggest battlers in the world, you know what I'm saying, and offered them money that they was like, at the time, they would kill a nigga for, you know what I'm saying? Like,
gotcha.
And you're like, fuck, why did I do that? I can't even do that right, I fucked up. You know what I'm saying? I've never been like that and I never will. You know what I'm saying? Like, for example, Sino Savvy. He signed to us.
Gotcha.
You know what I'm saying? He texted me about a battle. I didn't ask him who, I didn't ask him where, I didn't ask him what league. I didn't care. He was just letting me know. He's like, yo, if you're gonna put me on this card, boom, boom, I got this coming up around this time frame. Just wanna are we good? And I was like, get money, have fun, do your thing. Well, once again, the clear thing that I just said is I didn't even ask what league.
Gotcha.
You know what I'm saying? I don't care.
Gotcha.
You know what I'm saying? And don't get it twisted, it's not just up and comers that are going to be signing to RBE. Raw, he hit me up sarcastic. He was like, when's my contract coming?
Gotcha.
We got on the phone, he was like, I know I'm getting one. I was like, emailed it to him. Big Cannon, he's like, yo, where's my contract? Emailed it to him.
Fire.
You know, so it's gonna be vets as well. You know what I'm saying? It's not just the up and comers. It's not just the up and comers. It's never been about and it never will be about telling people what they can and what they can't do. Never, ever, ever. I don't ever want to stop somebody's money. I don't ever want to stop somebody's battle, somebody's looks. Raw called me a couple weeks ago about battling on URL. Ask him what I told him. Do your thing. You don't think I'm on the phone with Holla when we talking about him possibly battling Geechee on URL? I'm telling him like, yo, get your money, do your thing.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying? Like, and I get these type of calls sometimes, not because people not asking me permission, because I never carry myself like that.
Yeah.
Sometimes it's just out of respect.
They rock with you. They don't want you just seeing some side shit, thinking they doing bad business.
And I make calls like that too. I'm nobody's boss. We're all peers. I make calls like that. I might call a battle and be like, yo, I just want to let you know I got this coming up. Don't think that I'm doing this, you know, even though you clearly won the last battle. I'm just doing, I got that from Jay Mills the other day, and shout out to Jay Mills. But Jay Mills hit me up, being that we ran down the card. He was like, yo, who's on the card? And he named a couple people that had slip-ups on the last card. And
I like Jay Mills' energy, just to say the least. Like,
so he was like, you got. He was just asking like what's going on with the card. So I told him like I had to remind him like what my history is. Like I don't book based on that. You know what I'm saying? You know how many times we had people in bad situations and I was like, just watch the rebound, watch them come over here and catch rep. QB was fresh off of that 40 bar situation where everybody was going crazy.
Yeah.
Me and QB was on the phone, she called me like 6 o'clock in the morning and we was chopping up some shit. You know what I'm saying? Fast forward, yo, let's get right. A-Ward. And now look at her fan base. Her fan base was like, that's what we expect. Cool, we good.
Real shit.
You know what I'm saying? So it's never been like that about me. We're not trying to be an exclusive shop. We never have been and we never will be an exclusive shop. Somebody call me out of respect and say, yo, I'm going to this platform or this league, or they call me whatever, cool. But when I have a commitment though, right? The type of shit that we've been dealing with as far as the block battles, the interference, people, you know, all of a sudden they dog ate their homework. You know what I'm saying? I had one of those on this card, to be honest. A nigga somehow forecasted that he was gonna have a personal situation like a month later, and with all due respect, if that's true, it's all good. But I also see a bunch of battles happening around the same time frame, and with this person's name popping up on it. But it wasn't nothing for me to riff about or care about. If it was a big situation, money law situation, something like that, I would have riffed about it. I would have called my lawyer about it, or emailed my lawyer about it. I would have went crazy on him. The public would have knew because I would have also made sure that my shit is known publicly, because that's gonna also be in the suit, all that type of shit. But when I saw it, I didn't care, because I was just like, all right, I just lost a 30,000 view battle, like who cares? Like I don't come off like that when I say who cares. I'm just saying I picked my spots of when and when not
to attack.
Yeah, and I don't even want to say the word attack, but just apply my energy to not allow the typical bullshit happen.
Gotcha.
Right? But when you're
or hold somebody accountable for what you feel like.
Yeah, because you got to understand the culture. The culture thinks that the battle is in the leagues. They think that, you know, the fact that I think I'm gonna get sick in a month, or you want to know what? I'm sending back this deposit. They think that that's it. There's been times where I've gotten deposits back before even knowing about a situation. This situation I'm talking about on this card, this artist, literally on everything. I got a Cash App text message with a deposit. And I was like, the fuck is this? And I saw his real name and I was just like, I forgot who that is, the battle rapper's name to that. Like, and I get a text message, yo, boo, boo, and I was like, oh, okay, it's all good. Send me back the money before he even said anything to me.
Okay, I think I know what you're talking about at this point now.
Okay, cool. But some battlers believe that that's an out. They think that that's an out. And I had the same, shout out to Verb, I had the same thing that I tried to express to the culture, because I don't mind teaching people that genuinely asking me for understanding. Like I said the same thing to Verb, like yeah, Verb sent back a deposit for Iron Solomon. That was a big deposit. He was fresh off the Mook battle. That deposit was nice. You know what I'm saying? But I told him, I said, first of all, this is, I think, the main event. It's only a 4-battle card. We lost 2 of the battles. Him and Young Ill's return. Young Ill versus Ill Will.
Yeah.
Right? So we blew up half the card. We lost the main event. Right? We lost the promo. All that type of shit. And the fact that it's a domino effect now. You got hotels, you got flights, you got planning, you got even the construction of a card. You know what I'm saying? Where somebody could see a certain battle come off a card and be like, oh, the card is ruined now. You know what I'm saying? So it's not just about your deposit. It's much bigger than that. Even my reputation for RBE. What about the fans that say, you know, I'm not buying the next pay-per-view because the card before, I really thought that it was going to be complete when you announced it, but something fell off. Somebody, you know, and unfortunately our culture is so unprofessional like that. So with these type of situations, when people think that they can catch COVID randomly, and then, you know, just show up somewhere else, or a league owner telling them like, yo, here's the money, give it back to the deposit to him, whatever, like, don't think you're gonna pop up on that other card now. Because when I get that text message, it's like, yo, my bad, I got something personal, and I see a flyer drop, you know, a couple days later on another platform, you know what I'm saying? I already don't trust 90% of these niggas. I already don't fuck with 98% of these niggas. Damn. You know what I'm saying? So now I get to say that the person that just put that flyer out, that's not happening. So both of y'all need to talk to me. You know what I'm saying? Gotcha. Like it's like, it's really like I told you earlier, I really don't have the time to do business with anybody other than genuine, straightforward people and talented people. Other than that, I'm good. Like, I don't got time for it.
The next question I wanted to say, speaking on the contract, is for an artist who signs with RBE, what does signing with RBE mean? Babe?
I'm glad you just said that, because there's one thing I was about to say. We just spent the last 5-10 minutes talking about battle rap fuck shit, right? As always, right? battle rap fuck shit. When I got on the phone with the artists that was signing, I wanted to make sure that even though they was ready to sign, they got a chance to hear from me some of the reasons why RBE is doing it. And it's not just for the legal backing. It's not just for that. I didn't want the artist to believe that, and I don't want anybody that's watching this to believe that. I told the battlers exactly how I feel. I said, yo, honestly, these new artists that is coming through this brick by brick shit, the first time I felt this energy was really like day one RBE, like 2014. Like, when we had
K Walker and
no. Well, K Walker was dead, but I mean like when we had like that family vibe type movement. When it was like Jim's, Oops,
I know
Show, Boom, JC, Cannon, and we kind of moved like, and everybody was waving the flag, and it was like RBE, and niggas was like on it. You know what I mean, creating that front line.
I remember. And
then I get on Twitter these days, or I get on, maybe I catch an interview or something like that, or maybe Wayne DeLawrence send me something, and I see the brick by brick guys repping like, I was like, yo, they really out there creating this entity. They protect each other.
Pain, Remedy, Loco,
Caution, Coach Coleone, Jay Jeans, Jay Breed, 6-8. Shout out to all these guys, all these brick by brick guys. Wingdon Lawrence is doing an amazing job, and the energy that they're creating, I took note of. It was more than just a card to me. You know what I'm saying? So I was just like, yo, that energy, and I did this on a blog. Like I said it. I was like, y'all all got these default pictures and all the hashtags in y'all and all your profiles and all this, and everybody's brick by brick, and they screaming it only counts on YouTube and all that. And I see the energy and I fuck with it. And I'm just like, yo, you want to know what? Show Wingdon Lawrence the next level, because Wingdon Lawrence are running like a side league within RBE damn near.
Yeah.
Me and Shata been through this shit for 9 years. I done had niggas that called me their brother stab me in the back. You know what I'm saying? Like when it comes to these battlers. And I'm not trying to say it's like a purely untrusting, but I'm like, the energy that they were creating made me say like, yo, if I commit back to them as well, and they have that type of energy, it's gonna be a win around the board.
Gotcha.
Then we're also protected legally. If something needs to be invoked legally, then I have that as well. So it's supposed to be a win around the board. I tell people all the time, battle rap is supposed to be fun.
Facts.
I didn't first watch battle rap and say, oh, this is a good spot for me to make some money.
Gotcha.
I first watched battle rap and I was like, I'm just a fan. I was going to all these events around the country and sometimes even out the country because I was a fan.
Yep.
Then I said, I'm gonna do my own fucking ideas, my own cars, my own events. Yo, Shata, let's do this. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So that's the whole fucking energy. It's not gonna change as far as me being a fan. That's gonna always be the onset. That's always gonna be the initiation of the energy. But me knowing the game, yeah, I'm gonna supplement my knowledge of how this shit be going too.
So once again, I gotta say, because I want to.
Let me answer this too. My bad.
Yeah, I want.
Let me answer this. If it wasn't clear earlier, because I seen Norbs ask Wingness about exclusivity, right? And once again, I want to make it totally clear: we are not an exclusive shop. We never was, and we never will be. I want to see. I still want to practice 1,000% of what I preach, and I want to see people battle on every platform. But I do not want to see my shit fucked up because of any other platform, and that's what we have experienced over the years.
So that's what the contracts is really about.
No, I just said that's obviously a part of it.
Yeah,
But the energy of what these guys is creating is still very important to me. Committing back to them.
And I just want to be clear with you, like, just not that the contract is like it's not really like it's like you could do your thing, but when we got some shit going on, you gotta honor that, and you can't play around with that.
It's not even, and we're not blind. That's partially right because I don't want anybody to interpret that as somebody being blindsided. Like you got booked over here, but now I'm about to turn up a card, so now you got to put that down. No. No. It's like if you already got something with us, don't try to shit on what we're doing and dip off and do some other shit. And the crazy thing is, it's supposed to be like that. Regardless.
Yeah.
Right? It's supposed to be like that regardless.
Yeah, you're right. Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? But somehow my Shotgun Shook versus Pat Stay goes over here, and my Iron Solomon versus O-Red goes over there, and my Matt versus Geechee goes over there, and then they'll say it's like, or Hollow puts up a tweet saying like, yo, I got paid $20,000, $30,000 not to do this.
Yeah, I remember.
You know what I'm saying? It's like, it's always something like that. And this isn't targeted for one platform or one company specifically. It's about RBE having enough of these situations over the last 9 years has happened where we had to say, you guys are creating that energy, it's dope, we want to commit back to you, we're going to fuck with it. But at the same time, we also got to protect ourselves, because if we're going to recreate that type of energy, start doing blood, sweat, and tears cards and all that type of shit, we're also going to protect ourselves. But we are not exclusive. We're not an exclusive shop.
Get into this, right? Politics, contracts, and URL versus RBE lawsuits and things like that, right? We know battle rap politic game is fierce. It's been a constant URL versus RBE back and forth over years, from, you know, just us seeing blogs and people
You're reading
about
this
it.
question. That's funny.
Yeah, because I wrote these down and everything, right? So I wanted to know how you feel just about the back and forth and how people has perceived you guys versus URL over the years.
The perception of it is, I think it's always been perceived that as something I never wanted it to be. You know what I'm saying? I've had how many interviews on your channel where I said URL is the top platform, they're the biggest, they're the best. I'll say it today. What is it, June 2022? I'll say it now. They're the biggest and they're the best battle rap platform. All right. I never ever cared about the #1 spot. I never cared about the top spot. The same people that, you know, we have back and forth with or whatever, you know, was invited to the events when we, in our early days. I supported their events early. I never cared about that type of energy. Now, I understand in any lane there's going to be competition. BMW and Mercedes-Benz, and Apple and Android, and Coca-Cola and Pepsi, whatever. I fucking get it. People say WWF and WWE a lot, right? They say that about RBE and URL a lot. Like, I get it. You know what I'm saying? And I think one of my things is I never wanted to evolve to certain type of ways to be a platform owner.
Okay.
Even though I knew things was like this and I wasn't naive and I wasn't stupid, I never wanted to be that type of person. You know what I'm saying? I always wanted to respect people's money, I always wanted to respect people's matchups, people's cards, people's business. I just never wanted to be that person, but sometimes that's used against me. You know, it's the whole nice guy finish last sometimes type shit.
Okay.
So I think the energy of it has business reasons. It also has, I think there's some personal shit in there as well. Over the years, you never know who says what. You got telephone games, you got some people that could be in their feelings about women. Like, you just never fucking know. As the years pass and more and more and more, shit just continues to compound and compound. Next thing you know, you hate somebody and you don't even know 1000% where it started. You know what I'm saying? Like, you don't even know sometimes where the fuck it started. Okay. You know what I mean? As far like outside of competition, like even personal.
Yeah.
Like, say you look at somebody, you be like, yo, personally, I dislike that person.
But if you ask them why, you can't really.
Sometimes people can't even. I mean, if a person can't explain why they dislike somebody, sometimes it's a high percentage. Sometimes it's coming from a place of hate or jealousy, or some type of individual thing that you're dealing with inside, and you're just reflecting it out on that other person. That happens too. That happens every fucking day. Like it is what it is. So the energy is something I never really cared for. But a lot of times I stepped up to the plate to meet it because we're here. You know, like obviously we never cared to bow out or bow down and say, damn, like somebody just keeps slapping at us or whatever, so let's just cower away and just, you know what I mean, tuck our tails. We just said, we're gonna work harder. You know what I'm saying? That was our attitude towards just work harder. And despite how many things we've had to deal with, we've continued to do our thing. We're still at the forefront of this culture and this industry, so that was our attitude towards it.
Now I'm gonna follow up with saying, how is it trying to grow RBE? Which some people would consider the big bullies or of URL hovering over your backs. Like, how hard has it been to actually grow y'all?
It's actually been a part of our legacy, which I actually appreciate. I think it was Steve Staples. Okay. One night he was texting me like a month ago or so, and he was like, yo, I know you get tweeted this a lot or whatever, but if you really do a URL and RBE card, just imagine.
People talk about that all the time. I hear that all the time.
I tell people all the time, it's never gonna happen. Like, people don't listen to it. It's never gonna happen. Like, Not for $1 million. Somebody walk to me right now, like, here's $1 million. Say, no, thank you, keep your money.
And I've also heard that, you know, who's the RBE roster? Like, who would they, you know, what is their roster? Because supposedly they got all the URL guys, regardless or whatever. I've heard that as well. You know,
yeah, that's all we book is just URL talent. You know what I'm saying? Like whether it's somebody that comes from here and goes, like, you could literally go to the URL channel and watch like Beasley and Yak Man sitting down talking about show off. You know what I'm saying? Yak Man be like, yo, what's up? Like, he's killing over there. Like, why is he not open? Like, what we gonna do? And Beasley answering like, nah, like, you gotta be exclusive. Like, that's the type of shit. It's on the channel. It's on their channel. You know what I'm saying? You know, like didn't they start booking hoops recently? Didn't they have gyms recently? You know what I'm saying? Like, don't they call people that have been gotten hot? Well, I can't do an interview without people asking me about JC. I never can. You know what I'm saying? You know how many times people are under the assumption that Cassidy and Freeway is a direct cause of, like, it just, we bounce off each other's energy. So I don't want to come up, I got a million of those examples. Pat Stay could be one. You know what I'm saying? Pat Stay was sitting there forever as a battle rapper. He never came on this side. Well, that never happened, materialized between them two. And then all of a sudden, RBE worked with him a couple times, I think versus Danny and versus Aver. And now all of a sudden, you know, then that, so it's always that. It's King Los. You know what I'm saying? Like, King Los and DNA is a classic battle because he just came off a classic battle with Daylight. And that energy was there for King Los to be booked and be paid, but he was probably paid by them. You know what I'm saying? Like it's all, everybody shares in the same energy. You know what I'm saying? Whether he got hot over here, now you call him, and then, or vice versa, whatever. So I lost that type of fucking ego or towards that a long fucking time ago because I know real and I know all those situations. There's 1,000 of those situations. You know what I'm saying? So I never really cared for that. But I was answering the question before you said that.
Well, basically, like, it was like, how has it been trying to grow RB?
Oh yeah. So I said actually, after all these years, I'm in a position where I actually appreciate that to be a part of our legacy. I was talking about Steve Staples and me answering people privately and publicly like, no, I'm not interested in no co-event or nothing like that. And I said this to many people too. I said, I don't want to act like I'm some fucking martyr or I'm good on being or anything like that. I'm not no Neo. But it's a comparison of every Matrix has a Neo. You know what I'm saying? And when there was people that would cower to those type of things or give up their footage or be bullied around or whatever, and we got bullied around a lot, obviously, right? You said the word bully, I didn't. You know what I'm saying? You must have got that energy or that feeling from somewhere, whether it's your fan base or you feel like that. You said that. You know what I'm saying? So, point being, fast forward when the book is sealed and you look at RBE and you look at who we are, what we represented is going to be a big part of the story. It's going to be a big part of the story. That RBE didn't conform. RBE didn't just say, damn, like, y'all don't like another energy or whatever, so we just gonna quit. That will never be our story now. Like, you know what I'm saying? And honestly, I think like it shows the strength of us for a company of that size that is the best and the biggest to have that much energy towards us. It means something. It means something. You know what I'm saying? So I would never turn back that legacy of, despite those type of tactics towards RBE, you know, we still managed to create such a ridiculous library, a timeless library. We've at times changed the direction of battle rap. We've brought so much innovative things to battle rap. We've brought so many classic battles and classic events. And we've made people get paid. We've made people get, forget it. It's a lot of things that have happened from or during the RBE timeline. And my type of personality, I could respect anybody that would carry through that and say, you want to know what, this is what we about. We about our work, regardless. And sometimes you take your lumps, you take your losses, but if you gotta take your losses, then you get to enjoy your wins that much more.
Yeah, sure. Like, how has it been trying to conduct business in battle rap space over the years?
The same as y'all all know already.
Okay.
Where does the term block battles come from?
From when, you know, we see that card in certain situations.
I will cut this camera off. I'll stop this interview if you don't answer me honestly right now.
Okay.
Right? What company does that term get tagged to? Where does that come
URL.
from?
They say URL be trying to block their battles.
Have you ever heard of RBE blocking a battle?
Nah, I've never.
I've been in 9 years. I'm gonna ask you again.
Nah, I've never heard you guys.
I'm ask you one more time. Have you ever heard of in 9 years? Have you ever heard of RBE purposefully, maliciously doing something to another league?
Nah, I've never heard that.
So the whole block battles.
Yeah, that's why I had the bullies thing in the first place, and people trying to block you, and you know what I'm saying? Like even where we mentioned the Verb situation and him getting Lux and all of that, you know what I'm saying? Yeah, that's specifically what I'm talking about when I asked that question. So
legacy, man.
So it's been okay. So it's just been that. How have you, I guess, maneuvered through that then?
The same way we always have. Continue to be strong, be ourselves, book our battles, book our events, try to mind our fucking business, try to do our work. And our fan base obviously pushes us. You know what I'm saying? Like, we don't get to one of the biggest channels in the battle rap space by accident. That's work. Brick by brick, that's blood, sweat, and tears. Literally. You know what I'm saying? So, you know, obviously, I mean, it's clear how we've reacted and responded to that. Sometimes we've taken our shots back. You know what I'm saying? We human. You know what I mean? We've taken our shots back. Sometimes we may have even said, you know, little funny or petty things or whatever, but from a business standpoint, you know, we've always tried to carry ourselves a certain way and worked with credible or genuine or sturdy people. That like, you're not gonna have a problem with Big K.
Gotcha.
Big K isn't gonna text you saying, you know, my dog ate my homework, my bad. Big K is a guy that actually could have like a health issue, and I thanked him on stage during the clone battle because he didn't have to be there.
Gotcha.
And we leave it in the footage. You know what I'm saying? Like, you got those type of people where they're not about that. A-Ward, for example, not only is he not about that, it's not in his character to cheat people over or to mess with people's business situations and nothing like that. Not only that, but he actually doesn't stand on people trying to puppeteer him either.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
I spoke to him recently about that, and he was like, "Man, I'm trying to do the business. I can do whatever the fuck I want."
So that's one of the main answers is I only want to work with people that everybody call themselves a real nigga, real this, real that, real man, whatever. Right? I don't see enough of that when I see how these people move. You know what I'm saying? I only really want to fuck with real people. Unless you're coming through the brick by brick shit, or you signed commitment to us, or you're a real person and you're really a sturdy business person. Other than that, I don't need the money from y'all. I don't need the battle from y'all. I don't need the views from y'all. I'm cool. I don't want to waste my time. First I was telling you I pulled that on this card. Like, there's no hard feelings.
Gotcha.
Because like I said, it's like it wasn't a serious situation anyway.
Gotcha.
But you exposing your character like that, I'll never work with you again.
Damn.
It's just not worth it. It's not worth it to me. And I'm not even saying his name, so obviously I'm not looking for the controversy.
Gotcha.
I'm not looking for none of that. But that's just how I am now in real life. Like, I'm good. Like, y'all can have it. I ain't what I'm mad at.
Now, I wanted to ask, how hard has it been to grow RB into what it is today? You know what I'm saying? Through all the ups and downs, artists, everything you've been through. You know, dealing with your team, your brother Shots. I know y'all done had y'all back and forth. How hard has it been to grow RB into what it is today?
Yeah, shout out to my brother Shata. It's crazy too, because these days I can get on the phone with him and he might know more shit about what's happening in battle rap than me. And
he's become that much of a fan in this shit?
No. He hates battle rap.
I know Shata. I know
Nah, Shata hates battle rap, but he's a ghost. But to me, I just realized that's a marker for how much I've been away and not paying as much attention. Shata could tell me more about what's happening than I could tell him, and it was never used to be like that.
Got you.
But yeah, he's had all the headaches that I had. Lawrence, day one. So
I've seen you put Lawrence in a new major position. Like, y'all really do this shit to some.
To be honest though, Lawrence has always been a partner of ours.
I know, but we never used to hear Lawrence as much.
But he just never did it. You know what I'm saying? If Lawrence wanted to do what he's doing right now, 5 years ago he could have.
Gotcha.
You know what I'm saying?
Gotcha.
No, Lawrence has never been tied down or like, no, this is your role and that's it. Like, nah, dude, you know what I'm saying? Ant, shout out to my man Ant, that came in like 2.5, 3 years ago. You know what I'm saying? And most recently Winged. You know what I mean? But to answer the question, you're an entrepreneur doing that type of shit. You're managing a company. The hardest part about running a battle rap platform is the fact that I can't control the outcome of things. So if I'm super responsible,
Gotcha.
if I'm somebody that's always on time, if I'm a man of my word, if I'm a man of my dollar, if I could be depended on, you know what I'm saying? It's like we put these situations together and it touches a lot of people. You could do a max out event and that can involve 100 people. And if the 100 people don't do their job the right way, something could fuck up or ruin within the event.
Makes sense.
You know what I'm saying? Like so I say that to say the hardest part for me is that I credit myself on being a man of my word and being reliable, being credible, and being a hard worker. I've never missed an RBE event somehow. You know what I'm saying? You know what I mean? In 9 years, I never missed an RBE event, knock on wood. And what happens is other people become my weak link. You know what I'm saying? You know how sometimes they say you're the strongest as your weak link? I think that's the hardest part for me, is that sometimes I have to rely on people that don't even operate of half of the way that I operate. You know what I'm saying?
Gotcha.
So, and that's one of the things that make me fall back a lot from battle rap. It's just like, people don't want what you want, so why go to hell and back? You know what I'm saying?
Makes sense.
So that's probably what I might say is the hardest part of it. I probably was, I'm gonna lean on that.
Now, how many losses did RBE take in the beginning? You know what I'm saying? When you guys first started
You always
to get
take
to this
losses.
point.
You take losses all over the place. You know what I'm saying? Like, especially in the beginning. I tell the story all the time. Me and Shata was literally calculating New Year Order, our first card, as like a $5,000-$6,000 loss or something like that. Like we literally was saying like, all right, we about to give this amount of money away to pull off this first event. It's not like we got there and we was like, damn, we're taking an L. No, there wasn't even no pay-per-view at the time.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Everything was door money and YouTube was still popping. But door money was important. That's why a lot of league owners that started their first events, when they door didn't work out the way that they expected it to, they was one and done, so they was in and out. Like Harry that started doing all the events or spending all the money for URL events. I was at his first event. It was the day after mine. It was a snowy weekend. He came out as EBL. That's shit that had Calico and DNA on it. I remember me and him spoke around that time. Like I walked up and I was like, yo, what's up, ARP? It was the first time I see each other in person. Yo, what's up, ARP? He's like, oh, ARP, how's your event? My shit yesterday was cool. You know what I'm saying? I'll do it. How's yours going? He was like, man. He was like disgusted at the door counting money and shit in the booth where he was collecting the ticket money and shit and people paying. He was mad. He was like, man. But you take an L like that in those days because everything was a door. And I tell the story all the time. Aver being somebody that was in the culture and walking around doing shows and battles already before I came into the game. He walked in, he looked around, there's like 50 people in the building. He walks up to me in Club Drum, he leans over, he's like, yo, am I still rapping? And at first I didn't even understand what he meant by that. I was just like, I see him looking around like, oh, he means because is his check dependent on the fact that this event isn't probably pulling the numbers at the door.
Wow.
You know what I'm saying? And I thought he was crazy for asking me.
Wow.
The reason why I thought he was crazy for asking me, nothing personal to Aver, but the fact that I don't operate like that. I was just like,
whether this shit was good or not, nigga, you good.
Which is exactly why I say the story that me and Shata looked at it before we even got to the day and said, this is probably the loss right here. You know what I'm saying? Then, now fast forward, you also got situations where you know the game. You know the turnouts. You know the battlers that have certain draws or whatever, and something don't hit the right way, don't catch on the right way. Like, damn, fuck, like, they don't really fuck with this person because of his last battle. Or they don't really fuck with this person because they didn't see him on RBE before.
Or the battle just wasn't as good as we wanted it to be.
So you have those circumstances, and that's the thing why.
You choked money?
And that's why battle rap to me, I think battlers and leagues, or people that want to be league owners, and if you want to rely like solely on battle rap as a career and as your money, you gotta be very careful because it's up and down. All year long, it's up and down. One day you could try to make $10,000, $20,000. The next day somebody might offer you $1,000. That's how it goes. One day I might do an event, it might make something crazy through the roof. Next event I might only make a couple, I might break even or I might lose.
Gotcha.
You know what I'm saying? So
Damn.
And I'm experiencing this shit. I know who I'm working with. I know what I'm doing. We understand how to roll things out. I remember we did the Rbe'S card. People were saying, I remember shit like this. People were saying it was one of the best rollouts ever because we did the whole mystery flyer shit.
Oh yeah, I remember.
And then after we got like halfway through the card, people started realizing like those mystery shadows, that's not even the real battle. We was using, you know what I'm saying, shit of other
fake silhouettes of motherfuckers and niggas like,
people was like, yo, this is an incredible rollout. This is crazy. These niggas that captivated the whole culture. And I say that to say, like, we've done shit like this. We know what we do. We know how to be creative, how to have fun, how to motivate the battlers, and you still might turn around and take a L.
That's crazy.
So it's just, but it's part of battle rap. There's other areas in my life where if I apply the same energy that I could apply leading into a battle rap event, it's a guarantee I'm going to be successful. But like I told you earlier, you have to rely on too many weak links, number one, and number two, the market is so volatile that one day it's crazy, the other day it's like, damn, like we took it out. So it's part of it.
You've said in the past, RB is not a battle rap league, it's an entertainment platform.
I've been saying that for 9 years.
Yeah, you know what I'm saying? Why?
Well, when you're a league, like if you have the NBA, you have everybody under contract, and that person only does what you tell him to do or what's in his contract for you, for your team, whatever. Obviously, we spoke about exclusivity before. So I've never done that. You know what I'm saying? I think certain people, certain platforms are coming along, companies coming along later, and they call themselves leagues just because they thought it was something to do. Like, I'm just gonna put league on my name. You know what I'm saying? Maybe because they seen URL get popular, call my shit a league. You know what I'm saying? We've never been operated like a league. Like, to operate fully like a league, like even
entertainment,
even URL has a lot of things within their company and within their business and things that happen within the culture that impacts them directly and indirectly that doesn't make them a league. You also have to have everybody else functioning at, you know what I'm saying? So it's just the environment of battle rap to me doesn't function as a league. You know what I mean? And then on top of that, we also wanted to keep the flexibility to do other things. We did the RBE Visions thing one time. We tried to get into that web series. Okay. You know what I'm saying? We I blog on the channel.
Yeah, of course. Yep.
You never know what I'll turn that channel into one day. I might do like you, start pulling up at all the versus events and shit.
Let's do it. Let's do it.
We've never had I don't think the business, the flexibility, and the formula of the battle rap industry really is a league to me personally. And I admit, I also got some of that inspiration when I was working with Star.
Okay.
From damn, what do you call shit? Shout out to Star. What the fuck was it called?
The Star Report?
Nah.
Oh, you talking about? Yeah. I forgot the name. But yeah.
The battle rap media. Right. That. Like he was same approach. Like, nah, these battlers could do what they want. I don't care, blah, blah, blah. But when I work with you, we're going to put together our idea and our thing. There's a platform. There's other people coming in. There's other people sponsoring. There's other people partnering up. Certain battlers might be over here one week and over there. Every battler, really, whether they admit it or not, they would rather every league be a platform, right?
Yes.
Like, there's only but how many battlers in the world have only battled on one platform? How many battles?
For the most part, everybody kind of go different places.
Okay, so even people that scream,
even from the lower leagues, and even the top guys.
Let me use URL in that example. Somebody that might, let's say, hypothetically scream, gang, URL, life, or whatever, boom, 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 boom. If a league other than RBE offers them a big check, they're gonna beat it. Right?
Correct.
Okay, so that means that it's not even about being a league; it's about RBE.
Yeah, 100%.
Okay.
I think I recently spoke to Av about him and Big K, how, you know, this is a grudge match the culture been asking for. Now, I can't have it on RBE,
nah,
but they might be able to take it to GTX. No, I mean, this is what they've said. This is publicly what Av and Big K have said as well.
That's dope.
You know what I'm saying? So they're like, you know.
That's dope. I think Big K deserves a big bag. I had a big bag for him. It might have been his biggest bag ever that I had for him. For that battle and his contract, his signed contract. You know what I'm saying? It might have been his biggest bag ever, and Big K deserves it. And that's how battle rap is. Sometimes you gotta get paid based on the situation. You know what I'm saying? Like,
we know it's gonna bring that type of energy.
If Hitman battles Cassidy, I gotta max him out. If Hitman battles me or you on a fucking small room, I can't pay him the same. That's how it goes.
It's still Hitman. He still gotta get his money.
So point being, when it was Big K versus Av contracted on RBE, I maxed Big K out. He deserves it, and he deserves it for that matchup. Av is Av, and it is what it is. So, like, they could call me right now to do the battle. I would say no thank you.
Okay.
I would say no thank you. I want to see it as a fan, though.
Now, this is kind of like, I got a couple statements before this question.
Shout out to GTX.
Definitely. RB has always showcased some of the best battles in battle rap. It had crazy impact and influence on the culture on RB stages with battle rap's top stars and events. You've always, had public issues with dealing with certain URL battlers and, of course.
You got a lot of controversial questions for me today, huh?
Yeah, listen, we sat down. Before I continue, this is T. I'm gonna just put him on blast right quick, but yeah. So you've always had like public issues. Well, you've had some public dealings with like URL battlers get blocked, crazy politics behind the scenes. Most of the top tiers are not on contract. They have their freedom to do kind of like whatever they want to do. We've always heard guys say they have a problem with leagues, including being booked on RB and URL. Now, as a league owner, can you understand what it is? Well, as a league owner, can you understand what is a URL battler? Or is there a list? You know what I'm saying? So that's why I kind of put all that together.
You're kind of setting me up to take a shot at what you already know, really. Like, when you say something sarcastic like that, like, is there a list? There's not a list, so you put that question in front of me to shoot at the shit.
Again, I'm going to blame all this on T.
Shout out to T. you basically, what you asking, like, come on, like, break, like, speak.
Yeah, so we know this.
And believe it or not, there's a high percentage of the time where it's not a URL. To be a URL battler, you should have, the only definition that I would put from my perspective, put to a URL battler or RBE battler or a King of the Dot battler or a GTX battler is somebody that has an exclusively signed commitment contract with that company. That's, to me, the only definition. Other than that, when I see people battle on different platforms or whatever, or if it's like you could do whatever you want, unless it's Rbe'S Entertainment, that doesn't mean because you're a King of the Dot battler or you're a URL battler. That just means that you don't like seeing stuff happening on RBE. Okay, that's not about the battler then. That's about RBE being who we are and being as strong as we look. You know what I'm saying? That's what that's about. That's why people rush and race and start offering contracts and money for people. For example, I had an issue with somebody. It's funny too because it was on your channel. I had an issue with somebody over a social distance battle. Okay. Over a virtual battle, right?
Yeah.
Shout out to Homie. Homie has public interviews or whatever saying about contracts or whatever. He could stop me if I'm lying, but Homie called me personally and said, "Yo, damn, this league owner and this league owner just had me on a three-way call for the last hour and a half." That's what he said to me on the phone. I was like, "And? Yo, they offer me this, that, not to do that." This happened a lot. When people get offered something to not do a RBE battle. Okay. It's not that you had a situation or contract. There's evidence of this. It might, whatever. There's evidence of this all over the place. You know these situations. It's people being offered things to not battle on RBE.
Yeah, it's been said
or to cancel their RBE situation. It's funny too, I was watching like a recent Snake Eyes interview right before his Stumbles battle. And in there he says the words, he's like, I think he was frustrated with Pete because Pete asked him to sit down and do a face-off.
Yeah.
Meanwhile, he called Stumbles on the phone, right? And in that interview, Snake Eyes says, yeah, Pete, he says, don't do this and don't do that. But what does he mean when he says that? Like, it was like a little small, and I don't know if a lot of people realize he said that, but he was just like, yeah, Pete said don't do this and don't do that, but what is he saying? What does he mean about it? Go watch back, and when you see the context of what he's saying, he's alluding to something.
Gotcha.
You know what I'm saying? Now, it's just all speculation, of course, but I think we know the nature of this industry to have very logical and semi-accurate assumptions. Yeah. Right? So I say all that to say, once again, that's the only way I define somebody as a RBE battler or a King of the Dot battler, a GTX battler, or a Bullpen battler, or a URL battler, is if you have exclusive or commitment signed to those people for a long term. Gotcha. When you get a call like, yo, don't do social distance, we're gonna do this, that, and that instead, or you got battlers, or let's say Ill Will gets a phone call like, yo, don't battle 40 cal, do this instead. You know what I'm saying? those is not because it's just an attempt to fuck up what another platform, another company is doing. And we all know this. The whole culture knows this.
Now, has this hindered the business for you guys or y'all growth?
You kind of asked me that question as far as hindrance.
Yeah.
And everybody knows these 100+ situations that has happened.
Yeah.
So it's
so
like,
it definitely stunt your growth a little bit.
Some people have burned their bridge with RBE. Other people will continue to have situations with us. Some people have lost opportunities with us. Certain people, if they do it in the future and it's deemed worth it for us, they will have legal disputes. You know what I'm saying? So it's just like, obviously we've rolled with the punches. You know what I'm saying? Like, we've rolled with the punches.
Now, does this fierce competition between the leagues help or hurt the culture as a whole?
It depends on the perspective that you look at it from. I could tell you a lot of battles that would have never happened if it wasn't for RBE having the idea of it, or pushing it, or talking about it, or booking and contracting it. They would have never happened unless somebody can get that call and say, don't do it over there, do that same battle. For example, I remember I got text messages of this.
Okay.
You know, the main event of the closure card, somebody was sending me screenshots of a league owner trying to say, don't do this there, even though it was booked and locked in the contract and deposits paid. Bring that battle over here now. You know what I'm saying? Mm-hmm. So like I've gotten stuff like that from battlers, like send me like, yo, this is how. And I'm pretty sure people don't send screenshots like that as much anymore.
Yeah,
probably. But I got a lot of stuff like that. Like, battlers like, yo, look what he on, because a lot of battlers will play both sides. Battlers will take my contract and go to another company and be like, yo, he's paying me this, what are you doing? And they're like, oh, no. And the same way they can play the other side too. And be like, yo, ARP, like, look at this legal and just text me. I'm like, word, that's crazy. You know what I'm saying? Like,
so, we've heard them say it. I've heard people say that online.
Yeah, we got it all.
Yeah.
It is what it is, man.
Over the years, we've seen URL implement exclusive contracts.
Is this number 8 with URL? Come on, man.
Is that good for the sake of business? And you know that
it's dope. If it works for you, if it works for you, do it. You know what I'm saying? Whether it's reactive or whether it's done because business-wise it helps you or whatever. That's it. You know what I'm saying? Like, I'm not gonna tell the next company how to run their business. All I care about is, to be honest, of me doing good business, doing proper business, and people working with us the right way. You know what I'm saying? I mean, you gotta understand this. They're the leaders. That's why you keep asking me about them, plus our history.
Yeah.
But we've seen the fact that there's dope, classic, groundbreaking shit that happens a million other places. I don't care if it's fucking Diz and what's the dude's name he just battled?
The Spanish dude.
Yeah. That's like groundbreaking type shit. Him and Oxymiron, that's probably like the fastest viewed battle that we know of from a.
Yeah, to do millions, like this one's crazy.
Yes,
it's probably one of the highest viewed U.S. battles in the world.
Cassidy and Hitman shut the whole shit down.
Shit, the most entertaining face-off of all time.
There's a lot of shit. We have a bunch of all time, like the biggest body or the craziest face-off or there's a lot of shit. You know what I'm saying? So it's just like, you do what works for you. You know what I'm saying? It's like, obviously RBE has to maneuver and be tactical, but at the same time, as you see, we've stuck to the guns pretty much of what works for us and what we're comfortable doing. That's it.
Now, all these questions were really leading to, we heard about the suing, the lawsuit and everything like that. Whether you could talk about it or not. Basically, how did this happen? Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, you know what I'm saying? We hear that you guys, like, it's out there.
You said, how did this happen?
Like, torturous interference. We hear the Daylight shit. We spoke to Daylight. We went to, LA. We chopped it up. Daylight was like, yo, I ain't got nothing to do with this. I did good business all around. I don't even understand why this shit's happening. You know what I'm saying?
You just said, Daylight said, I don't got nothing to do with this, and I did good business all around.
That's what he said. Yeah, publicly. I spoke to him.
Okay. I know the interview you're talking about. But y'all and him sitting in the car. Of course I know what you're talking about. You know what I'm saying? So if Daylight is saying that, right? If he did good business, at least with RBE or whoever, right? You just answered your first question, but you said you said you heard about torturous interference, right?
Yeah, that's what I've seen on the actual paperwork and stuff like that.
Okay.
Like you guys booked Daylight when he was supposedly in a situation already, or something like that. I don't know. I'm asking you.
Do you believe that?
I don't know, man. That's why I'm asking you. Like, what's up? Like, cause that's what well, the lawsuit is real, and you're dealing with that. Y'all going to court for that.
It's like a year now.
A year.
We're like a year in. Time be flying with litigation. Time flies with litigation.
So when did it happen?
Whatever you can speak about though, what's your thoughts on?
Just be honest.
We've never seen no shit like this, where lawsuits is becoming something that's kind of like being pursued now in battle rap.
I'm gonna tell you why. Battle rap is dealing with like a lot of money right now. Like it's dealing with millions.
It looks like it.
It's dealing with a lot of money right now, and now it ain't street shit no more.
Okay.
Like it ain't like all them niggas eating on our block. Now it's like, yo, them niggas is fucking up our corporation. So now like it's like I gotta move you. I can't muscle you off the block no more. Now I gotta get the law to muscle you off the block. But to be honest, it's like a custody battle right now. I'm just a child. I really don't know what's going on.
You don't know if you want to go with mom and dad?
Yeah, like I'm like my nigga. It's like a real custody battle. So you know, like you I don't know if your mom and dad ever argue, but when they argue, my nigga, you don't really go say nothing. You just
nah, hell no, I ain't saying the goddamn thing.
Motherfucking ass in here, bitch.
My pops is short. My mom's is tall. I see her. You know what I mean?
Rough.
Getting crazy. I had to let it go. I had to say, yo, man, I do what y'all do, man.
You get what I'm saying? And that's how I feel. I'm like, hey,
yo, you stupid.
Hey, my nigga, I see y'all fighting. I'ma just play these video games because, hey,
it's because of you.
But I'm saying though, like,
that's what it sounds like.
Hey, I'm good. I'm in the clear. That's up to them.
You feel like you did everything you were supposed to do.
Yeah.
You didn't break any situations.
From my aspect, and I just put this out loud and clear from my point of view, everything on my end was discussed from all parties.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying? So,
You just said Daylight said I don't got nothing to do with this, and I did good business all around.
that's what he said. Yeah, publicly. I spoke to him.
Okay. I know the interview you're talking about. But y'all and him sitting in the car.
Yeah.
Of course I know what you're talking about.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So if Daylight is saying that, right? If he did good business, at least with RBE or whoever, right? You just answered your first question, but you said you heard about torturous interference, right?
Yeah, that's what I've seen on the actual paperwork and stuff like that.
Okay.
Like you guys booked Daylight when he was supposedly in a situation already, or something like that. I don't know. I'm asking you.
Do you believe that?
I don't know, man. That's why I'm asking you. Like, what's up? Like, cause that's what well, the lawsuit is real, and you're dealing with that. Y'all going to court for that.
It's like a year now.
A year.
We're like a year in. Time be flying with litigation. Time flies with litigation.
So when did it happen? Well, when did
I think it initially started on the other side. I think July, and we became aware later on in the year, probably like December, something like that.
Okay.
I think DNA Tooth did a blog, and then we became aware, like, what the fuck? You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, the tooth was in action.
Yeah. And then I started getting text messages and shit. I'm like, what the fuck?
Yeah.
But I mean, for me, like, you always gotta find a silver lining and stuff like that. It's like, from one perspective, I could look at it and I could say, like, that's just a reminder once again of who we are, of the impact that we've had. You know what I'm saying? It's just like, I was on the phone with somebody and they gave me the example. They was like, it's like a dude that cheats on his girl for 20 years, and then she finally cheats on him, and he goes crazy. And I told him, I said, nah, that's not an accurate example. Right? I was like, because that means that the nigga cheated, nigga did something. Right?
Gotcha.
Sometimes you could do something one time and get caught, right? I said, this is worse than that. I said, this is like the nigga that cheated for like 20 years, right? And then he just woke up one morning and said, fuck it, like, I think you cheated on me. And he called the cops. You know what I'm saying? And got arrested. Like, you know me, I'm not a disrespectful person, but if you have a history of doing that type of stuff to people and then legally you claim somebody to do it to you, it's one of the most cowardly things I've ever seen in my lifetime. You know what I'm saying? But at the same time, we spoke about being tactical. We spoke about people on their chessboards or whatever. We spoke about competition. So I will always understand. I will always understand, like I get it. Like, this is RBE. You know, I'm not gonna act like, damn, like how? Like why would somebody with that history ever claim that? Mm-hmm. You know what I'm saying? Especially if it's not true. Like, I'm not gonna sit there and scratch my head over it.
Gotcha.
You know what I'm saying? I'm just like, nah, I get it. You know what I'm saying? Like,
okay.
You get it. And then both sides lawyer up, and you let the lawyers go back and forth for a year, 2 years, 3 years, however long they go back and forth for, and then we get to the end. I think by the time we get to the end, I think a lot of stuff is gonna come out.
So what is the progress of it, and how has that impacted
progress of, I don't belong on this camera talking about progress.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying?
Okay.
But we're about like a year in. You know what I'm saying? And, you know, we have a very, very reputable law firm representing Rbe'S Entertainment. You know what I'm saying? So we didn't hire no, you know what I'm saying? We didn't hire no. We went, invested our money in people that really, you know what I'm saying?
To protect ourselves the right way.
Yeah, and that also motivated us to, like I said, whether it's the JAG situation and saying, hey, we have this situation, please look into this, or whether a battler does something. Because now that we have these lawyers right here retained next to us, it's just like, why allow even some of the other stuff continue to happen?
Gotcha.
Our lawyers is right there. Every month that passes, our lawyers get more and more in tune with like the politics and what happens. Like, we keep them involved in shit that doesn't even involve us.
Gotcha.
Like, I don't mind spending that extra money.
Damn.
I'll send them things that have nothing to do with us, just so they can continue to learn and see the behavior and the energy and the climate of battle rap. You know what I'm saying? And we build up our relationship between them understanding how we work, them maintaining and building that relationship with RBE, and us building up their knowledge even outside of RBE, then why not use that type of relationship and energy to even deal with other shit? So now when we send up the brick by brick guys these commitment contracts, you know what I'm saying, like, I make sure that the lawyers are like, we're about to do this.
Gotcha.
It's like, make sure that they know that. Like, just looking for counsel or advice. Because I'm not a lawyer, you know what I'm saying? So I learned a lot of that shit from our law firm.
So does this lawsuit, did it or has it changed the way you guys do business, and was that also the contract a part of that at all?
Well, definitely that's in mind. Because I just explained why. Because I just explained that we got these lawyers right here.
Yeah.
So why don't we continue to build up our strength and defenses legally? Because they're right here and they're learning the battle rap industry a mile a minute. So I just explained that. So from that perspective, it definitely 1000% makes sense. Definitely. But I mean, it's not. This isn't the first legal situation. Like, I think we forget Robin and KG the Poet. I think we forget. Well, people don't forget the Norse and URL.
Yeah, no, that's like the biggest.
There was another one. Hollow and the dudes that came on stage with Mav. Yeah, with Mav. Damn near offered.
It's a newer thing though, man.
Mav damn near offered Hollow the serving papers, like in the middle of the battle.
Yeah, in the middle of the battle.
You know what I'm saying? Like so.
Damn, on your stage.
There was one with RBE and another company, like three years ago. People don't really know about it, and the reason why I don't talk about it is because we handle what we need to handle legally.
So it didn't get messy or
it didn't get messy.
Gotcha.
RBE was well represented in that situation, and then we was even able to work together even after the situation, shake hands and let it be water under the bridge. But we went through the full legal process. We was at the tables sitting down with our lawyers across from each other with the arbitrator.
Okay.
So we did the full put on your suit and your tie and everything and be face to face with each other and put all this shit during like from like 8 a.m. to like 5 p.m. and the whole fucking situation with a litigator. And then he goes home, he chops up all his facts, and then he mails both parties the outcome of the situation. I've been there in battle rap. You know what I'm saying? I said that before on camera. I said that like in a blog. So you know, you roll with the punches.
We often hear LP say he don't need battle rap. You know what I'm saying? He has, you know, you do a lot of things outside of the culture. Do you ever consider leaving the culture?
I don't ever want somebody to take that from an arrogant position or from yo, he's doing it so. I'm such a. I don't even like tagging yourself, but I'm a humble person. Like, when I say that, it's because what I'm trying to really explain to people, sometimes it be frustration. And I'm trying to explain to people, like, y'all understand how helpful I could be.
Gotcha.
And I have been. You know what I'm saying? Like I said earlier, battle rap is supposed to be fun. You make money, you express your talent. You know what I'm saying?
And you know, I don't want to just, you know, make it a black thing, but you know, this has employed a lot of black people to be in position.
Yo, the type of situation,
you know what I'm saying?
I'm pretty sure a lot of companies and leagues have been, because the seats that we sit in, you deal with a lot of people. So when I got a
we're all really brothers at the end of the day. Like, even with, you know, whatever you have with URL or whatever, like, we're all black men.
And it's
you know
crazy. It's crazy you say that, because certain people don't care. You know, like certain people, they have a perception of being pro-black and they do everything in their power to tear down another black company. You know what I'm saying? So that's always been odd to me. But I say that to say, battle rap is supposed to be fun. It's supposed to be fun. You're supposed to get paid for providing. And battle rap gives people a taste of fame. Some motherfuckers signing autographs, taking pictures. They get stopped in the mall. Some of them get lucky, elevate to other things. Picked up on TV shows.
So merch, side of the goods. You got the slick walk attire. You know what I'm saying?
Yo,
like,
all types of
real
stuff.
Shit, yeah.
All types of stuff.
Sneakers and all that. Yeah.
Jump into other lanes. You think Jim's can't pay some of his bills from blogging? You do.
Charlie Clips. Hitman, Conceited, like, you know, dude.
People do
shout out
music.
to Easy. He's in the Fresh Prince of Bel-Air show. You know
Shout
what
out
I'm
to
saying?
Easy.
He in the On 10, him, Arsenal, all of them dudes.
It's supposed to be fun and something that just benefits us.
Yeah.
But I understand when you get into any entertainment or any avenue that has, especially money, because they say money is the root of all evil, there's going to be issues. Any arena that has money in it, money to be made, there's going to be issues, right? But it was never presented like, I never said it like, yo, I ain't doing this because, or I'm doing this because, you know, like I'm trying to be arrogant with, nah. It's always been a genuine frustration, like, you understand, like, we could just help each other make money, get a look, move on to bigger and better things, have fun. Like that's all. Like, I don't need this. So for me to have a bag for you, or for you to come to me, like the last situation that I was talking about earlier, that was on this card that's happening this Saturday, I didn't call him. I didn't go to him. He hit me up and said, yo, this straight to it shit is popping. What's up with part 3? Can I get on part 3? He asked me. And I said, okay. Well, how about this matchup? And then we went from there.
Gotcha.
You know what I'm saying?
Gotcha.
You know how many times 50% of the time, people come to me for a battle. Everybody thinks that I just make a call every fucking time. You know how many battles happen because a battler has called me and said, yo, what's up with the next card? What you doing? Or whatever. Or can I battle this person? Or what happens, or from the biggest to the smallest. I done gotten calls from Tiff about Lux. Yo, AR, what's going on?
Yeah, see, I got all these.
I done got calls from Van, Mook's manager. I got calls before directly from Mook.
You move it quick, man.
Holla might hit me up, like, yo, what we doing with this or whatever.
Fire.
You know what I'm saying? Like, or a 1SK person might DM me and say, how do I get on RBE?
Facts.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. That makes sense.
So it's like, if I'm in that type of situation, and then I put the play together.
Yeah.
Or I help
You're
put
in a position to create the opportunities to make some shit happen. So
contract, deposit, and then it be all the side, whatever. It's just like, damn. And I'll be like, I literally am dealing with this situation over here with this battler, and I don't even need it. Like I could see what battle is $100 to change their day. You know what I'm saying?
Facts.
So, and if you're in that type of situation and we still can't keep professionalism in our industry. And I'd be like, I don't need this shit. I'd be frustratedly trying to remind people like you could benefit with me. Like I might get a call or a text message from Cass. Last time Cass hit me about a business situation. He's putting something on the table.
Right.
Same way I might have called Cass in the past and be like, yo, I want to do something with you. Last time I spoke to Cass, he called me and asked me about like, yo, I want to do this with you.
Yeah.
And if that moved forward, we would have made money together. And that's what I'm trying to say. It's supposed to be like, okay. Now, if I get a call from Cass and he says, yo, hey, I want to do something with you, and I'd be like, I bet let's put it together then. Let me hear the idea. And I fuck with it, and I meet him halfway. And I invest money and time and contracts into whatever, and then Cass goes and does some fuck shit. I'm like, nigga, you call, I don't even need to make that check.
Gotcha. I didn't even wait till you set me up, got me all hyped and all this shit. Like, come on.
That's one of the reasons why I be saying that so many times. Like,
gotcha.
And it's 1000% true. If battle rap stopped tomorrow, nothing would change my life.
Yeah.
A lot of people have a different situation, and I respect it. I respect if the only checks that you get is battle rap. I respect that, but it puts us in a different arena where maybe you might jump off the ledge or do some whatever because that phone call was that much impactful to your life maybe.
Gotcha.
So
now, do you ever see a time where battlers will be exclusively on one league, or RBE will have an exclusive roster that we only see on RBE?
No, you're never gonna see a roster exclusive to RBE. And as far as the whole industry getting to a place where that can happen, I don't know, and I wouldn't care because I'm not gonna be here that long. Like, if that happens whenever, like look, let me be real. Matter of fact, this reminds me that you asked me a question. I think we got off the topic. You asked me, something to the degree of my ambitions and shit.
Yeah.
Like, battle rap it's never been in my long-term plans.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying? It's just RBE created something that was special for a lot of people and it's special for us. And somehow we done messed around and had a 9-year run. You know what I'm saying? From being the type of people that we are.
That means we was having some fun. That's what that means.
Hardworking, good folk. And collaborating with people to create good shit. You know what I'm saying? So somehow we just skipped to 9 years of that. But battle rap is like, for me, like battle rap, I'm not going like this with battle rap. Mm-hmm. I'm actually going like this. What I really want to invest in, I'm just keeping it real. Like, I don't want people to watch this interview and take that as some bad news or something. Yeah. Like that's almost logical. Are you gonna be doing battle rap for 5 years, 10 years from now? Are you that interested in, we were just talking about off cam on the shit that does way better for you than battle rap.
Yeah, I mean, I look at it like, I feel like I'm always be a part of it, but But
being a part of it.
I might be doing other things. Yeah,
exactly.
I definitely plan on doing other things.
Being a part of the culture, 10 years from now, I could still be a part of the culture.
That's real.
I could still get a phone call from somebody and set something, push something, do my connection.
Yeah, RB will still be here 10 years from now, still making shit happen, but it don't mean.
Yeah, I might hop out of the bush, out of nowhere, and just do a random event with fucking a couple celebrities. Or so. Ant's into celebrities. Ant don't really, he like putting the money towards, he's working on something for September right now, I can't even talk about.
Gotcha.
That's what Ant's into.
Woo, all right.
That's what Ant's into. You know what I'm saying? Like, we could hop out and do some shit like that. You know what I'm saying? But as far as the data of what we see battle rap to be, I have no interest of doing this shit for another 5 fucking years. Like, nah. I'm very interested in allowing this next wave of new guys come in and be that early movement that, like I said, like we have with Oops and Gems and Show Off and Cannon, and getting back into Blood, Sweat, and Tears. And then on the bigger side of things, as far as like, let's say, Olivia Soul or Pearly Gates or Max Out or whatever, I only want to do those if it's worth it, it's credible people, it's a dope situation, we outside. Other than that, you're not going to see me that often. I don't have the time. The time alone, forget the energy.
Gotcha.
The time alone, I just don't have it.
Okay.
I just don't have it like that. Now, of course, you create time for anything that you're that interested in.
Facts.
But I'm not that interested to continue to deal with the people I gotta deal with and the type of energies that I gotta deal with in battle rap when, like I always say, I don't need it.
Gotcha.
You know what I mean? So sooner or later, it's like, all right, so leave it the fuck alone then. You know what I'm saying? Like, I love RBE, I love battle rap. I'm a hip hop baby. I'm an 80s,
you guys are necessary, man.
I appreciate that. But you also gotta realize, if I came on camera right now and I say, yo, this is RBE's last year, The dope thing to me, I think people's first reaction will think about controversy. They'll think about negative stuff.
Yeah.
They'll think about, that's where people's minds will go first. I don't think like that first. And obviously because of my shit, but if I happen to say this is my last year, right? Which I'm not. But if I happen to say this is my last year, I would look at it like, sooner or later, everything you're gonna start to close. Like, do you want to see Mike Tyson fighting today?
No,
Do I want to see Roy Jones get back in the ring today?
I mean, niggas still paying millions to see Mayweather at exhibitions.
Do I? Okay, but we see MJ show up to a camp.
Yeah.
He's like, how old now?
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah.
And then on camera, he'll show the little young boys that he can still dunk.
Yeah.
But that's like a comparison of me telling you, like, I might get a call and field something or proxy something. Somebody might call me, I might sponsor something. You know what I'm saying? Like, I might do something, like, somebody might call me out of respect 3 years from now, but like, yo, OG, like, can I get this going and can you sponsor it? It could be somebody I know and I trust and I fuck with. Let's kick that card off. You know, whatever.
That makes sense.
That type of shit, like there's no way that battle rap for a person like me would be a long-term thing past the point that we're already at. We've done so much. So if I said this is my last year, I look back and I'd be like, yeah. Like you said, we so necessary. We did that for 9 years. Like, how much longer you want me to do it? If you don't need. Now, there's certain league owners or leagues where this is their pride and joy as far as how they make their money. They pay all their bills with battle rap, and salute to them. That's dope. You know what I'm saying? So I should expect to see them here 5-10 years from now. If I keep telling y'all I don't need a dime from battle rap, right? And I could invest my energy, my time, and my money in a lot of other things that's more productive, and I don't have to I deal with less people, like I said, that provide those weak links for me or whatever. I'd be crazy to fucking continue to do that shit long term from that point.
Gotcha.
From that point. Does that make sense?
Yeah, no, that makes perfect sense.
So you asking me that question, everybody's gonna watch this shit right now and watch the comments to that comment. Or that answer that I just gave you. Watch the comments. They be like, damn, son, ARP, look. I'm having.
Yeah, come on, ARP, I don't want to hear that.
Literally, I'm having the best years. I'm not even looking at the camera. I'm having the best years of my life right now.
I'm happy to hear that.
Thank you.
You look like you're at peace though. Even when I seen you, the first straight tour, when I seen you was chilling. You was like, man, I like it. You saying too, I like this no crowd shit. I like this straight to it shit. This shit was, I ain't had no headache putting this shit together like that.
I don't want to fight with nobody.
Yeah.
I even said some shit during this whole interview a couple of times that probably was a little, you know what I'm saying? I don't want none of that energy. I get online, might see Tay-Rock and Caps and be like, damn, like, we still doing that.
Gotcha.
You know, and shout out to them. You know what I'm saying? I'm not pointing no fingers enough. I'm just giving you an example of like, that ain't for my life.
Got you.
That ain't for me.
Good with the pettiness and the back and forth and all that dumb shit.
I'm so cool on that. Like that's not what I want for me. You know what I'm saying? Like I'm not saying that. Once again, I know people twist my words a mile a minute. I'm not saying that that's what they want. That's not what I'm saying. I'm just trying to say that sometimes if something is so consistently like that,
gotcha.
And if you don't want to be a part of that, the first thing that you should do is remove yourself from it. And my way of doing that in recent years is something where people have jumped out and thought that I was done. It's because I fall back so heavy. I don't really get on Twitter or Instagram or nothing like that until it's time to promote a card or whatever. I stopped doing interviews, I stopped doing blogs. I be out the loop, like I said. Damn, son, you reloaded that like a train.
Come on, man.
Like a train.
Like that tattoo, that Glock, man. I don't play. Come on, man. You know I was an Army vet. Stop playing with me, eh?
But
you speaking on Shata?
Yeah, like I said, like he's a battle rap ghost. I get on the phone with him and he could tell me more about battle rap than I know these days.
Gotcha.
You know what I'm saying? So I do that more and more often now. I find a way to move further and further away from battle rap at times. You know what I'm saying? And you know, eventually you get so distant where it's just like, yeah, I only have target energy. The brick by brick guys, a max out event, a Lift His Soul Reloaded type of card. Other than that, I'm moving further and further away.
Well, this is the last thing I'm gonna ask you with some level of controversy where, you know, when I had spoke to you straight to it, we had seen, you had basically came out and you basically was like, you know, Jag was supposed to be on his car versus, you know what I'm saying, Arsenal and things like that. Then he came out and publicly said that, you know, you suing him. You know what I'm saying? I seen him do a couple blogs and stuff like that. Like, yo, I ain't even, like, you know, I went to go
him and his manager definitely know about it.
He basically, you know, from conversations I've had with him off camera and just, you know, seeing some of the blogs he's had, he basically like, yo, I love ARP. I really don't got no problem with ARP. Like, I did what, like, you know, I messaged him. I sent him a message. I let him know the situation. You know, I told him I sent him back his money. It's like the guy just, you know, he was my friend. We was cool. He brought me and did all this.
Not even talk about Jack specifically. Let me just talk rational and logically with you, right?
All right.
Let me just talk rational and logically with you. And we use an example earlier. I use like the Aver versus Iron Solomon for an example.
Gotcha.
Offer me back my deposit does not get me anywhere close, 9 times out of 10, to how I'm impacted. It does.
He said it was a straight to it. It wasn't promoted. How, you know what I'm saying? Like,
how much? What type of deposit did Arsenal have? Does anybody know?
I don't know.
Arsenal had a very serious deposit.
Okay.
Arsenal had a very, very serious deposit. Is somebody giving me that?
Okay, that makes sense. And Arsenal didn't do nothing wrong, so it's like.
No. I mean,
as far as him, he's
no.
Like,
I say that to say because contractually, I could go after that deposit in certain ways.
Okay.
But there's also ways that protect the battlers if it's not their fault in my contracts too, because I'm fair.
Got you.
You know what I'm saying? I say that to say, I said it years ago, like, battlers are so out the loop and they're gonna get themselves in legal situations if they think sending a platform owner back their deposit is it. A league does not have to accept that because there's a domino effect. There's other money that could be lost. In Arsenal and Jag's case, for example, Arsenal had a huge deposit.
Gotcha.
A huge deposit. You know what I'm saying? Now, I don't respect when people choose when to invoke their brotherhood to you. You know what I'm saying? Like, show me you're my brother when you're taking an L or you're at an inconvenience. You know what I'm saying? When my brother over there,
I am athlete in Wayne,
when Shota over there going through situations and I jump into it so I could fucking fuck around and get my ass whooped too.
Got you.
I show him. You know what I'm saying? It's a lot of, I won't even say on camera, like, examples that really is like when you somebody brother.
Gotcha, I understand.
And people know when somebody's really doing something for you and they're really helping you. Especially if technically I'm helping you more than you're helping me. Because I be knowing these people's financial situations.
Gotcha.
You know what I'm saying? So if we was only talking about money, deposit, we could talk about who's doing something for somebody financially. Whether it was small money or big money. Because believe me when I tell you, small money is big money to a lot of battle rappers. $200, $300, $500 to a lot of battle rappers is a big fucking deal. Believe me when I tell you that. I could, if it was a different type of situation, I could, you know what I'm saying? Like, prove that.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying? So when you have something where
somebody hurting, anything is helpful.
1000%, and I respect that.
Yeah.
That's why I've been in a situation where I helped a lot of people, right?
Yeah.
But showing me your brotherhood to me, right? Your loyalty to me is when you don't be the purpose of me getting hurt.
Gotcha.
Especially when it's premeditated. If you have a decision to make or a choice to make and you say, I gotta do what's good for me, don't ever call me your brother.
Wow.
Don't call me your friend. I could never say that to Shota.
He'll look at you in disgust.
Shota's my blood brother, all right? It could be, I'll use money. I don't have to use no shit with somebody fit health or something.
Yeah.
I'll use money. Imagine Shota give me some bread and he like, I'm depending on you to give me that back a month from now.
Yeah.
And then you call me and you say, yo, I'm at the casino and this machine is broken, right? You could triple your money. At that time I'm being greedy and I say, that situation will help me. right? And then Shot is like, yo, what's up with my bread? I'm like, yo, I went and did something that was better for me at that time. How the fuck is he supposed to? And the broken casino machine probably ain't a good analogy, right? Because I was taking a chance. So that's not a good analogy. I'm talking about when I purposefully have the fucking decision in front of me to say, when people have these interviews, my lawyer's seen these interviews too, where you saying, I do it for me.
Yeah, he's saying this was a bigger opportunity.
I respect that.
You know what I'm saying? And he said he contacted you before and let you know, and you know, say, yo, we could do it back. I don't mind, you know, rescheduling it. You know,
I really don't want to talk about. I really want to talk about I will say this on one thing on camera that I never said before, because there's been lies that have been said on camera. I've never had a conversation with that man ever since that battle was canceled, or even during the battle being canceled. I never got a phone. I never even got a phone call.
He said he tried to call you.
It's a lie.
Okay.
All right. I'm very easy to get in touch with.
Yeah. So you just ignore them type shit.
What?
No. Once you say it's a lie,
it's on everything. It's a lie. What I got was text messages from somebody else. I told that person to kick rocks, and then this person started responding on the thread, seeing that I told this other person to kick rocks, and then telling me a bunch. I could show you the shit on my phone.
Gotcha.
One of the worst battle rap lies ever. I could show you on my phone from the same person. And the only reason why I didn't go in and I let this person run his mouth, I said, this time I'm gonna go this direction. I'm not gonna cut on the camera and explain to everybody and prove and put the text messages and whatever in the contracts why this person's lying. Instead, I'm just gonna go over here. You know what I'm saying? But once again, off dude in general, don't call me your friend or your brother when it's convenient to you. Especially when you online screaming, I do for me. And then especially if the situation wasn't even that weekend.
Yeah.
Like, so we're not gonna, and that's another thing that I've seen off dude. I've seen some battlers do that with other leagues. And I watched those interviews when they was on the phone with those people that booked the battles that they were in, they had situations with, and I watched them try to dumb them. Yo, you know how we rock, you know, we friend, blah, 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 right? Because that's people don't want you to go the other route. Obviously, if you don't want me to sue you, right, you're going to get on the phone or the interview with me, and you're going to tell me, yo, let's work it out, boom, 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 right? You didn't do none of that when it was time to be real with me, right? You didn't do none of that.
Gotcha.
You didn't do none of that. But now when the situation is serious, this person says, yo, I'm not taking that L from y'all niggas no more, right? Then it's brother this and brother that. Don't try to dumb somebody down at your convenience. I tell people so many times, man, it's not what you do, it's how you do it. I'll give you a real life example. And I said this before on camera too. The Rbe'S card, where we had Mook versus Verb, right? When we announced Mook's return, and people, it was so much of a frenzy, people didn't even believe it was real.
Yeah, facts.
They didn't even believe it was a real thing.
Facts, because it was like...
That's why we put in his contract that he had to come to the Verb and Pat Stay battle just to show a face on stage.
That's
people,
crazy,
people didn't believe it.
Yeah.
They didn't even believe Mook is back.
Facts.
You know what I'm saying?
Real shit.
On that card, allegedly, that card was under attack from what a lot of people have sent me and told me and said, like, go watch the press conference. You was there.
I remember Mook came. He was on war. He was at war.
Now I don't have to say about what my words is, right? You can take that press conference and use that example, right?
Yeah.
Where Mook is on camera at the press conference.
Don't attack nothing I'm doing.
He said it on live stream. He said he walked up on Suge. And shout out to Suge. I don't got no problem with Suge, but he said he walked up on Suge and said, yo, why would you get on, you just said it, why would you get on a golf card that I'm on? What are you doing?
Exactly.
And he said, yo, they told me, they give me triple. That's what he said, Suge told him, face to face. And that's what Mook said on camera.
Yeah.
All right, then you got the Math and the Geechee battle, which coincidentally happened after. You also got Pat Stay versus Shotgun Suge, which coincidentally happened after. You know what I'm saying? And you got Old Red versus Iron Solomon, which coincidentally happened after. I have contracts and paid deposits on all of those battles.
Yes.
Okay? I have contracts and deposits that were paid on all of those battles. Now let me use Old Red, because I just said, to make the point. I said Old Red and Iron Solomon, right? When Old Red called me and said, yo, I got an issue. I said, what's going on? And I'm not gonna say word for word on this camera, and because people would take that like I'm throwing him under the bus. He told me the truth. He kept it so 1,000 with me, and I was just like, I don't fuck with that. But you came at me a certain way, and if you do this, me and you are good. And to make a long story short, you've seen Old Red on RBE 50 times after.
He's on, you know what I'm saying? He's on straight too.
And see Old Red Saturday.
That's crazy. So yeah.
All right.
Yeah.
But if you call me and say, yo, it's my son's birthday, I don't want to break no money or bread with you. If you call me and
just
say,
keep it 100 with me, and we can figure this shit out.
I got screenshots of some of the most wild shit from league owners that battlers sent me, as well as the battlers themselves. Like,
damn.
I got some of the most wildest shit. You know what I'm saying? So I'm not trying to hear the brother shit when you didn't handle a situation with integrity in the beginning.
Gotcha.
You know what I'm saying? When you handle a situation with integrity in the beginning, I promise it's happened. I just gave the example of Old Red. You get a different response from RBE.
Now I gotta say too, even before that though, was there already like tension? Because I feel like when we go back and look at the face-off that you did with him, you kind of was breaking him down even beforehand.
Yo.
You know what I'm saying? When, you know, like,
Yo.
like it seemed like,
Yo,
when you watch it back, it's like, damn.
Yo, knowledge. I appreciate. I got you. I'm gonna answer. I appreciate the entertaining conspiracy theories as well.
Hey, listen.
right.
Yeah.
But it's clear. Like the man is on camera. Like that guy ARP is the one that gave me the opportunity.
Yeah.
All right.
Yeah.
I walked up on this guy and told him to his face before the Ill Will battle started on stage at Max Out. You're locked in with Arsenal. I just paid Arsenal.
Gotcha. Okay.
So somebody, if I was all business with somebody, right, I would have waited till that Ill Will battle was done. I walked up on a man on stage.
Gotcha.
Before the coin flip.
Gotcha. So
and I said, yo, you're locked in with all. He said, word, locked in.
Fire. Okay.
And I said, the only reason I didn't tell you is because I want you to stay focused on this. I'm talking about somebody that had the man back.
Okay, all right.
And was pushing him. You know what I'm saying? So a fun face-off where we having a good time and taking shots at each other and shit. That's one of the worst conspiracy theories ever.
All right. Yeah, because you know
especially when you got not only the battle that we're promoting on that video, but also Arsenal that's not even has a date on it yet.
Got you.
So some of these conspiracy theories be crazy.
Got you. It aged well. I'll say that.
Yeah. Put it this way. Even if I was a demon towards him in that face-off, does Arsenal and Jag happen if Jag shows up in Atlanta?
Yes.
So what the fuck are we talking about?
You're right. All right. You just
I didn't cancel it. You know what I'm saying? It's crazy. Like I didn't cancel the fucking battle. So
now, we seen like some dope back and forth with you and Surf. Fun shit, you know, you guys back and forth and shit like
this
that.
This is the one where you say ARP speaks on Surf in the title.
Yo, I gotta say, what is your relationship with Surf? He was at the last straight to it. You know what I'm saying? He sat right in the front, chill. Like, you know what I'm saying?
Shout out to Joe Button too. I watched my Surf was on Joe Button. And Joe, it was all sarcastic and funny. It was all in jest, but Joe was defending me. And Joe was like, yo, we should probably ARP, that's my guy, man.
Yeah.
And that tone and that energy says it all. If I see Surf right now. Surf right now, I'm gonna shake his hand.
Got you.
You know what I'm saying? Like, I know how many times me and him had negotiated and been back and forth. That was my next question, but yeah. I walked up to Surf when Surf came to the Bill Collector versus Hitman battle. He's in the footage, right? But he was also at the face-offs the night before, right? I walked up on him and I was like, yo, let's chop real quick. You know what I'm saying? And we was both smiling about it. And I asked him, I said, yo, that math battle, because I was setting up him in math, right? I think it was gonna be math and Surf closure instead of math and clips.
Okay.
I was like, that math battle. I was like, cause on text we was and then I asked him face to face. He was like, yeah, you know. He admitted sooner or later on your camera when he says, yo, the big homies shut that down. Right. But he admitted, like, we had a regular conversation. He was like, man, you know, like them niggas, I can't, like, and whatever. You know what I'm saying? So we've had multiple, and also not with me hitting him up. Like, you know how many times Surf has hit me up like, yo, what's up with this next card, or when you doing this, or when you doing that, or what's your next bit? You know what I'm saying? And that's cool. You know what I'm saying? So that shit really is
yeah, I be snapping at each other on Twitter and all that.
That shit for me is fun.
Gotcha.
Right? Because we both defend ourselves verbally pretty well. You know what I'm saying? So it's, for me, it's fun. I think he does things from that competitive standpoint a lot. You know what I'm saying? And the whole RBE URL thing and his, you know, showing loyalty to them, which I never understood, considering the things that he's had with me and things he said to me. But other than that, man, like, I like Surf. I like Surf. You know what I'm saying? Like, I think Surf is a very entertaining guy.
Super.
I just think that the position that he's in makes him feel that he should go at me or go at us. And I take it in stride. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? And I try to have fun.
He keeps it entertaining, though. It's like on some real WWF entertaining, like, yo, y'all on the other side.
That's why on the shit that dropped, when you see me and him on footage at Straight to It Volume 2.
Yeah, that shit went crazy.
If you could listen to the words I'm saying, I'm like, I don't know if the camera caught all of it, but I was like, yo, come host.
Yeah, matter of fact, I heard it like while I was live. I remember when you said it.
I was like, yo, come host.
Yeah.
And because I think
like, come on, dog.
I think at first he was like, I'm here to show support, and I was just like, and we was laughing about it. I was like, yo, come host. And the reason why I was trying to tell him come host is because that's like the sarcastic mark out. I told my brother Shata, who wasn't at the event, I said, yo, I tried to tell him to host, but he won't host. My brother Shata said, he said, Surf's a gang member. He knows a mark out when he sees one.
Yeah.
That's what Shata said. You know what I'm saying?
He saw the setup.
Yeah, that's what there was a point in the event, and you could see it in the footage, you just don't know that it's me and Surf. I think it might be Heavy Hat versus Mr. Mills. It's one of those, it might be that battle. But Surf is standing right next to the camera, and he's talking so much about the battles. And I jokingly say to him, while I'm there on footage, just in the battle, I say, yo, your voice is gonna come through the camera. And he goes, like laughing, he's like, oh, my bad. Like, and I'm joking, like, yo, you're gonna get in trouble. Like, yo, it's a joke. It's a joke. Now, it should be clear to people because, like, I already have the type of personality where if you see me get close to disrespecting somebody, it's because it was a situation.
Gotcha.
But in general, do you get that from me? Like, I just bother people, I fuck with people. I don't like.
They piss you off though?
But I don't like talking to people sideways. Like, if people could read me correctly, I really would believe that people should stand on those energies.
Gotcha.
I don't believe in that. I don't want face fight with you. I don't want to lip wrestle with you. None of that, tongue wrestle, none of that shit. I don't want to do that. I try to not disrespect nobody. I don't want to be disrespected. I don't want to get into it with nobody. I want to live my life. I want you to live yours. I want you to be productive. I want to do the fucking same. And you can see that with even the way I be talking to people. Like, even Surf, like, you don't see me in my blogs or in my tweets, SMD, or they're like, nah, I keep my energy. The energy is already like that, and then on top of that, I still carry it a certain way.
Gotcha.
So out of respect, and I think he knows that vibe, so you don't see him saying overly disrespectful shit to me neither. So, you know, the next time that we have a little spar match or whatever, I'm sure everybody will tune in. I mean, but it won't be initiated by me. I'll just be minding my business.
So is it safe to say Surf uses you to get bigger bags?
He has before. He said that.
Yeah, I've heard him say it publicly, yeah.
Unless he's lying, right? So he said, I took ARP's contract, I said this, I said, if you don't give me this,
I'm gonna go with AR. He's even said, if you book Verb, I'll be on RBE the next day.
No, but forget that example, that. Like, just you said you help people get bigger bags. I don't have to say that, he said that.
He said that, yeah.
So, like, and I've helped a lot of people. Like, Hollow tweeted that contract situation. He said, I was like $20,000, $30,000.
Yeah.
It's a lot of money.
Yeah, that is.
It's a lot of money,
So with that being said, is it safe to say that we could ever see Surf on RBE?
Nah, you will not see Surf rap on RBE. If I do like if me and Ant do like a music event for example, like we go fucking book Ashanti or some shit, you know what I'm saying? Somebody like Surf, I would call. Okay. Like a Surf or Math or Arsenal.
Gotcha.
People who I fuck with their music.
Gotcha.
You know what I'm saying?
Okay, so there's a capacity for you guys to work, probably just never in battle rap.
I'm just saying, an idea like that, I don't tie in the battle rap animosity that we've presented to people.
Yeah.
That I look at like.
Obviously, you decided to throw an actual hip hop show.
Songs. He's one of the best music guys in the game. So I probably would extend that to him.
Fire.
Or like I said, a Math. Suge got fire shit, but I just can't work with Suge, and it's no disrespect and it's no hard feelings. I just can't work with Suge.
Gotcha.
But shout out to Suge. Suge got some. He's one of the best at making music and battle rap too. But you see my point. You see my point. So
like K-Shine too. K-Shine makes some good music
shout
too.
Shout out to Shine. But as far as rap battling, nah, we cool. I'll see the man, I'll shake his hand, I wish him the best. I'm gonna watch all his battles. I'm a fan of his.
Do you think he's the biggest star in battle rap right now?
Probably. Him, Hitman. I think it's the same guys.
Same guys?
I think the difference between Surf and the other guys is Surf is there as far as the last
Midnight Madness. He's in the spaces.
Yeah.
He's constantly.
I literally haven't really been online over like the last month and a half. So if he's, I don't know.
No. Surf is running the whole game.
Okay. So said that like you're not gonna see Hitman or Mook or they're not in those. They're not doing
Socially,
battle rap.
Yeah.
But Surf, I'm gonna make an assumption. Like if I compare Surf and Hitman, I'm gonna just make a guess, and I could be wrong. I'm gonna say the most amount of money that Surf makes during a year comes from battle rap. That's just a guess, right? Whereas Hitman,
he's on tour right now. I just seen him in front of a stadium full of people.
People don't know, but it was supposed to be or could have been Hitman versus Hustle, not Hustle versus Vixen.
That's crazy.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
But I think there was just going back and forth. And shout out to Remy. Shout out to Remy. But that's Hitman. If I call Hitman right now and I'll be like, yo, Hitman, I want you to battle XYZ for 20 grand. He'll be like, yo, I know you my partner, you my fucking cousin, I love you to death, but you know I can't do that.
Like, come on.
You know what I'm saying?
You see what I'm doing right now?
So point being, and I'm not saying that Surf is a little guy with money. I don't know what he makes
Surf
these
every
days.
day talks about 60, 70, 80, 100.
Some of that probably came from me then. Or I might be the reason for some of that. But the point that I'm trying to make is that I think a majority, obviously, like, think about it like this. If you see somebody in battle rap every day, what other time do they have to do another, you know what I'm saying, another job like that?
Gotcha.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So, and that's cool because he's probably making real good money in all his endeavors. If you see me in battle rap when it's time for an RBE event, that means that I'm jumping back to battle rap for this time period. Yeah. And battle rap's still my real life. I run a company, but I'm jumping back to it for this time period, and then I'm jumping back over until it's. You know what I'm saying? Like I don't have time to be over here and over here and over there and over there, all with the same amount of energy. You know what I'm saying? Something is gonna lose. I don't have that time and energy. I'm only one person. So if that's the case, then yeah, because he's the top viewed, or he's one of the top viewed guys, and he's there every day. Yeah. So how could he not?
Yeah. And he's been doing pretty good in his battles. You know what I'm saying? Cooking.
Yeah. I watch all his fucking battles. I watch all the Surf's battles, man. I'm a fucking fan of Surf's.
Facts.
I'm a fan of a lot of people that I can't book. You'd be surprised.
But before I go to the list, I gotta ask. Does Hitman Holla really own a piece of RBE? We've heard him say it multiple times. I don't know if y'all joking.
At this point, I shouldn't even answer it. I should just let people believe whatever. So there's a high chance that nobody has stock in RBE except for the RBE owners. And the RBE, well, not if it's stock, then it'll be the RBE owners.
Gotcha.
But there's also a high chance that Hitman came through and we made what we made on Max Out.
Gotcha.
Part 1 and 2 was fun. 2 was nice.
2 was crazy too.
But one did a lot of crazy stuff.
One shook the shit.
And maybe he put my back to the wall for that and said, yo, if I'm gonna do part 2, I gotta be a partner or whatever. You never know.
Well, it's safe to say.
Maybe he is, maybe he ain't.
It's safe to say some of my highest numbers of all time came from my Max Out 1.
That's dope.
All time.
That's dope.
Right now, top 5 videos is like a Cassidy and Hitman interview.
That's dope.
All time.
That's dope.
So I'm just.
I mean, their face-off is probably like 3.5 million.
Legendary. Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Like I literally had a time where shout out to Mook. After we did Mook and Averb, Mook offered me or asked me about an RBE partnership deal.
Okay.
Right? And I was kind of in the middle about it. Shot didn't really fuck with it. And not personal to Mook.
Yeah.
More like he just wanted to like stay with us. He was like, let's not bring a battle in or whatever. Like, we're gonna do business with Mook, let's do the business, and then let's go our separate ways.
Gotcha.
And me and Shata's principles and the way we always ran RBE was that if we both disagree, or if we have a disagreement on something, then we can't do it.
Gotcha.
You know what I'm saying? For something significant to happen. Now, of course, there's a lot of battles I set up, and then I call him like, yo, this battle's set up. You're like, oh, word, you said?
Yeah.
Because he know I'm doing a good job.
Gotcha,
you know what I'm saying? Like, he knows that I know.
He might not like it. He'd be like, you know what, dog, I'll just trust your judgment, whatever.
But
dog.
if I gotta give Hitman some, or Hollow,
a percentage,
or
now
Mook,
you gotta talk to
or one of these wild ass deposits, and that could affect his money in or his money out, then we gotta come to the table about
Makes
that.
sense.
So when Mook put that on the table, you know, it was something to consider. And I say that to say, there have been people multiple times that have been battlers that have had interest in being a part of Rbe'S Entertainment. I don't know how that could or would have turned out.
Okay.
You never know. You never know. But I think I've enjoyed doing shit with family. You know what I'm saying?
We've heard about the crazy amount you paid Hitman, $500K. You know what I'm saying?
It's not $500K, man. It's $5 million. What's wrong with y'all?
You know what I'm saying?
It's $5 million.
So, you know what I'm saying? Which shows that you guys can book the biggest battles in the world. Like, you guys financially are able to do it. So my question was acquiring Hitman Holla worth the investment?
All of our big main events were worth it. All of our biggest ones. At the time, even Arsenal and QB.
That was
the King of Disrespect versus the Queen of Disrespect. Matt versus Sirius as a grudge match did what it needed to do.
Hitman and Bill.
Hitman and Bill did what it needed to do. Hollow and Matt. Hollow and Matt did what it needed to do. Cass and Hollow did what it needed to do. Hitman and Cal did what it needed to do. And there's even some smaller ones where it's just, and to me, not even smaller, but where I say it did what it needed to do. You know what I'm saying? So, you know, certain people, I feel like they put price tags on themselves based on what they hear. It's a lot of pocket watching, and the market is up, not just because the companies are paying it, but because the battlers talk about it. And at least half the time when the battlers do talk about it, they lie. Like a battler might say, yo, URL gave me 18,000 for my last time or whatever. And you know how they say sometimes a form of a lie is not telling the whole shit? Depending on how you look at it from your perspective.
Facts.
Right?
Omitting some of the information.
Yeah, so somebody might walk up to their peer like, yeah, I got 18 for my last shit, but they may not say the other part of that, which is like, yeah, you were also advanced forward. So that's why, you know, you were stuck with me for 1 year. Or, you know, you needed that cash and I paid you for 3 battles out.
Gotcha.
I gave you 70% of it or 50% of it all up front.
Gotcha.
Or whatever. They don't say that part. You know what I'm saying? So people talk like that without telling the whole truth. Then you got people that lie about their numbers. And then all of this behind the scenes shit creates the market to continue to rise up. And then you got somebody that's gonna turn around and do 20,000 views, ask for $5,000. You know what I'm saying?
Don't equate.
Yeah, and then you got somebody in my shoes where it's just like, well, based on the stream and the door or the views or whatever is going on financially for that business situation, that don't pan out.
Gotcha.
You know what I'm saying?
Gotcha.
So sometimes people gotta realize that battle rap fluctuates based on the situation. I don't give a fuck what battler you are. You could be Cassidy.
Yeah.
I'm not paying Cassidy the same amount to battle Hitman as I would pay him to battle a 1SK.
Gotcha. Yeah.
I'm not paying him the same amount. He's not gonna earn the same amount, and we're not gonna draw the same amount.
Gotcha.
Period.
Gotcha.
So people.
And I'm not even gonna lie, even when you announced Cassidy and Hitman, it was still kind of like,
Yeah.
we're not short to the face-off, really. I feel like the face-off kind of like created such a level of interest where it was like,
but the face-off blew it to a whole.
You know what I'm saying? 'Cause I remember it was like, it was still high attention. Like when I it was doing what it needed to do because it had everybody with an opinion, even if they were saying Cass was going to get dragged. Yeah, that's a fact.
So the fact that everybody was weighing in. Everybody was still talking about it.
Right.
It's just like it was just like, yo, Cass is about to
get
dragged.
Hitman, yeah. But then after the face-off, it was like, the world. I seen people who wasn't even involved in battle rap talking about this shit. That's when it just kind of transitioned and crossed over. I feel like
that shit was a great moment for RBE, for Hitman, for Cass, for everybody on their card, for battle rap and for hip hop.
Facts.
And for hip hop. You know what I'm saying? Like, there's a lot of celebrities that was, to this day, like our shit or shop, and that happens in waves. Every time we've done something, we've gained an additional wave of viewership. You know what I'm saying? So, at certain times people are gonna do what they need to do to earn what they're being paid or what they're asking for. And a lot of times you also have people that just can't amount up to the type of money that they want, and that's okay, but that's the market's fault, and we're all a part of driving the market to a place where sometimes it shouldn't be.
Now, with that being said, when's Hitman coming back?
When is Hitman coming back?
You ain't really say if he really owned the part, but we're gonna just let that.
Is Hitman? The next time we're gonna see Hitman, is it gonna be versus Geechee? Or
can that even happen?
Or is it gonna be versus Hustle? Or is it gonna be versus Ill Will? Or is it gonna be versus Mook?
That's
the
crazy.
Mook. We said it at the face-offs, at the press conference. We said at the press conference, the Mook and Holla contracts was sent out. I don't send out a contract unless people have already negotiated for weeks for a battle like that, and we agree on the time and the money and the deposit. Those contracts went out.
They went out.
Contracts went out.
So those are the offers that are on the table right now. So, and I want to
there's no. Don't try to put words in my mind. I ain't saying no offer. I'm just talking about. I think.
Those were the potential matchups.
No, I think those are all dope matchups for Holla right now. That's what I'm saying. There's a couple others.
Now the Geechee, I seen they were both on URL stage, and Geechee kind of was like, "Yo, let's make it happen where it's supposed to happen" type situation.
You know, Holla hasn't spoken to URL since standing on that stage. Don't tell me about him standing on that stage.
You know, I seen Holla also recently say that shit might not never go down.
He literally hasn't even spoke to them since he's been on that stage.
Okay.
And I said that maybe in a blog. I think I did an interview or a blog where I said like, people gotta, when something gets locked in and announced, we could all enjoy it as a fan.
Got you.
But me, you're not gonna put no smoke and mirrors in front of me. You know what I'm saying? And start to lay claim to a matchup for the fans. I think it was more that. Because as I said,
it was like a bidding war. Not saying bidding war, but it was like
there was never a bidding war, and there never will be one. There never will be one. And I said it, and we've shown it, and I think it's clear to battle rap that sometimes certain battles are interested to certain companies only when RBE is. If RBE is interested in this, or yo Bill Holla, what's going? You know what I'm saying? Like, same thing with Lux and Verb. That shit when it was outside of Black Star, Lux and Verb arguing. That argument was probably like 5 years before the battle happened. That matchup,
shout out to Rap Grid.
That matchup was sitting there forever. Anybody could have just jumped in and tried to do it. Nobody wanted to do it.
After we saw that Mook and Verb, it was time.
And then it was pressed by RBE. And then it's like, when Hollow puts that tweet out, was Hollow lying, or is some of that true? Is all of that false? Is all of it true? Like, I don't know.
I mean,
but is that because right after Mook and Verb, you was possibly gonna see Mook and Hollow when it was at its peak?
Yeah. Oh man, and it still didn't happen, man.
That battle was at its peak. It should have happened. Sometimes people just need to stay the fucking course. You know what I'm saying? But everybody still is entitled to their decisions. There's no disrespect. I fuck with everybody involved as far as their business decisions. You know what I'm saying?
So you're still cool with Geechee? Hitman Holla.
I never had no issue with Geechee.
Okay.
Even when I mentioned earlier about it's not what you do, it's how you do it. We was talking about like how old Red handled that situation when I got the Rbe'S card. Geechee was real with me too.
Okay.
Geechee was real with me. I would have always looked at Geechee real funny from a business standpoint because we don't know each other personally. But I would always looked at him funny from a real funny from a business standpoint if he didn't deal with that situation the way that he did. You know what I'm saying? Because Geechee was, I remember a conversation that I had with Geechee. This was before he was Geechee to y'all. Me and Geechee was talking. He was telling me how much he respects RBE and how much like we're one of the platforms he wants to be on and how it would be an honor. And at the time he was about to sit down and he was like, yo, as soon as I touch back, I really need to touch that stage. And when he touched back down, approached him and let him know, like, yo, I'm willing to stand on that conversation that we had. I got you. And we put the play together, him and Math. We put it together. We didn't just talk about it, we started to work it. And then what happened. And when he spoke to me about that situation, he was real. And that's why I was always able to look at Geechee a certain way. Until he shows me different, I was always able to look at Geechee with respect. Until he shows me different.
So, but going back to Hitman, we don't know when Hitman's coming back. Yeah,
Hitman's gonna battle as soon as me and him decide it's time.
Yeah, because I love the relationship between you guys and Hitman and what he's been able to do. Yeah, I'm saying, I feel like, you know, not saying that, you know, he helped rejuvenate, but he helped, you know,
Hitman called me last week for some major shit that might be materializing.
Okay.
Like I said before, like I might call you and be like, yo, let's do the Geechee battle, let's do the Will battle, let's do the Hustle battle, whatever, right? Hitman might call me or Cassie might call me and say, yo, I got the situation.
Gotcha.
You know what I'm saying? I keep my reputation like that. I'm glad I come across like that to people and I have that rapport with people. But Hitman called me about some shit about a week and a half ago that was major. That was major.
Damn.
I don't know.
Come on, Hitman, we need you back.
How long until we could really get to a position where maybe we talk about that? But he called me about some major shit about a week and a half ago, and maybe I need to just call him on the battle rap side and be like, yo, Al, it's time, man. I'm bored.
Let's do it, man. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, we'll see.
The max out. Are we like, what's up with max out? Like,
I still want to do that before the year's over. I still want to do max out.
This is like the biggest situation, man. Like, you know what I'm saying? I
keep telling you how honored I am that people ask about max out.
Yo, max out. Yeah, like you know, you shifted the culture with this shit. Like,
you know
like
dope. And I respect every artist that's on a max out card. But it would be dope if we did Max Out 3 and Hollow was on it, because then he would probably call himself Mr. Max Out. He did all three of them.
Come on, man. Of course. Like,
he did all three of them.
Come on, man. Of course. Like, come on.
He did all three. He would probably act like it's his series.
That's what I'm saying. It is right now. No difference. Like, that's his man shit right now.
I'll take that. I'll take that, man.
That's why I'm asking when he's back. Because I know when he's back. I know when he's back, it's most likely we getting the max out. That's why I'm trying to tie it all together right now.
He can rap his whole third round saying that, yo, it's my card, it's my shit, it's my stage, it's my company. I'm here for the money and the look and the legacy, and me and my cousin getting together and doing a classic. All that other shit, he can say whatever he wants. I don't care. I'm with him. I got his back. It's all good. Good.
So max out.
I want to do Max Out 3 before the year's over. Another person that could have done Max Out with us is, and I'll shout this out because I want to actually say it from a promotional standpoint because I fuck with the other league. Crooked Eye.
Salute to him and Diz.
I've been talking to Crooked Eye for like 3 years about battling.
That's fire.
Yo, when they announced him and Diz, I texted him. I said, yo, when I just seen that announcement, you know I was thinking about you. He texted me back. He said, yo, when I locked in the battle, I thought about you. That's what Crook texted me back. You know what I'm saying? Because I've been telling him he needs to come battle for a long time. And I was interested in Crooked versus Daylight for a while.
Fire.
I was interested in that battle for a while. Now, I'm still interested in working with Crooked Eye. But I hope him and Diz
I gotta say, you know, I feel like you I could take claim to bringing back a lot of these artists as well. Salute to Diz as well.
It's been a dope.
You know what I'm saying? Yeah. Like, you guys have really brought back a lot of industry artists back into the game. You know what I'm saying? And you continuously push that, and to see him bring back Crooked Eye, to see what you've been able to do with Jag 40, you know what I'm saying? And J Mills.
That'll turn me into a lane to be able to cap this off, actually, because I don't put this pressure out there. So J Mills came back. Even his last one out, he's getting better and better.
He's definitely getting better. He's definitely getting better.
They fucking with him.
And I like the fact that he's working for it. Like, you know what? Hey, I'm gonna work for this shit. It's all good. They don't gotta love me right now. It's alright.
You got Mook, who was industry swinging, and we brought him back. You got 40 Cal. You got King Los.
Yeah.
Now,
forget about that.
When I was on the phone with 40 the other day, I said the best guy from all the returns today, right now, is King Los. Head Ice battle was what it was. He had short prep, but then him and Daylight,
man,
was
one of the best industry performers in a major stage.
Do you think that Daylight had a great performance?
Yeah, I thought Daylight was fire.
I just asked that for a certain reason.
Yeah, Daylight was fire.
I just asked that for a certain reason.
Okay. Yeah, nah.
I'll move on.
You know what I'm saying? Daylight said he could have turned up a lot more, but you know what I'm saying?
But the battle was great for the culture.
Million view battle.
Okay, so then he battled DNA on URL a couple months after
Dope as hell.
That battle might be a classic.
Yes.
Okay.
I told
40. I said King. I told 40. I said King Los got it right now. He told me after I do what I'm about to do to Big K this Saturday, get me King Los so we could settle this once and for all. And Jag had a dope debut with Math too.
Yes, definitely.
You know what I'm saying? That shit was crazy. His debut with Math was crazy.
Very.
But that's what 40 told me. He said after I kill Big K this Saturday, go get me King Los. And I told him, I said, King Los is very picky as far as when he battles.
He wants to battle
and who he battles. Not necessarily, but he's just very picky. Like there was a time where he would have never battled DNA.
Okay.
Like he's very, very picky. I told him, I said, King Los, that's a conversation I'll call him for after Saturday. So that was just something I threw at 40. I mean, it's on you.
Now,
it's on you.
This is the last segment I'm gonna leave with, and it's called "Will We Ever See Them Back on RBE?"
Who?
No, this is the segment. I'm gonna throw some names out, and you can say yes, no, and if you got a story with it.
not doing an interview for at least like another year.
I know, it's been a minute.
And that's why you asked me all this controversial shit.
Because I was like, I don't know when I'm gonna see. I know I'm gonna see him this weekend, but it would just be quick pop. You know what I'm saying? ARP be ready.
He's like,
I be turning around. Your whole camera crew be done, and y'all be leaving. I'm like, yeah.
You turned today into an untold truth. Shout out to Chris. You turned today into an untold truth.
Hey man, listen. It's called "Will We Ever See Them Back on RBE?" And you basically give me.
I'm just gonna say yes or no. I'm just gonna say yes or no.
Nah. Daylight.
No. Well, maybe. Maybe. There's some things that need to be figured out. Okay. And I thought I was only gonna say yes or no. See, the problem is if I just say yes or no, I leave so much out to interpretation, and then I'll get somebody saying, "Yo, was it a conspiracy theory based on you and Jack's face-off?" So I might as well fucking give a little just in case.
Yes, please.
Yes, based on certain things that may transpire.
Okay.
Soon.
And he said he's good with you, even like when I spoke to him.
Trust me, every single interview that Daylight has done, especially from that point, trust me, we know them by heart.
Got you.
You know what I'm saying? So, yeah. But shout out to Daylight. Let me say that because the way I answered that so fast like that, I was thinking about something a conversation that we was having legally, and we wasn't clear about something.
Gotcha.
But something could change.
Gotcha.
Based on that.
Okay.
Because you go through certain things legally and emotions, and certain things will happen where I may hear something or see something or learn something that may change that perspective.
Okay.
In general, I have no problems with Daylight. That battle, I said it on cam then, I'll say it on cam now. He was extremely professional. He's wild professional. He was the first person in the venue. He was there before me.
Oh yeah. Daylight's a different type of animal.
Even when he approached me about the battle at first, like when he hit me up about, yo, what's up with the King Lo situation, because it was talked about ever since we did the Head Ice battle. So even when he asked me about it, and even when we started to talk about that, he was straightforward with everything.
Gotcha.
He was straightforward.
No trolling, no nothing.
He wasn't. To my knowledge, he wasn't trolling nothing.
Gotcha.
We was asking him legally and contractually and battle rap related questions, and he was straight with us and everything. Everything was good. Everything was beautiful. So he, as far as we know, was very professional, and I fuck with all my last interactions with Daylight.
Dope.
Okay, so I just want to make that clear. I don't want to put something out there and be left to a bad interpretation.
JC.
The last time JC and RBE had a situation on the table, or contract signed actually, and deposit done, like it was locked in. We didn't cancel it, he canceled it. Everybody's public. It was him versus Oops.
I remember.
And then he ended up battling Red the same day.
We thought he was gonna do both. Yeah.
That was another conspiracy theory. We have records behind the scenes of it being canceled.
Yeah.
We was just letting people act or say that. So I've said many times since then, Shout out to JC. I'm very proud of the work that we've done together. He's got some classics on RBE.
Facts.
But based on that, it's very tough. I don't know how we could comfortably approach business together unless something changes.
Okay.
And when I say changes, sometimes it's about what that person does or shows. I don't know. It's kind of gray area because sometimes things are left open to interpretation based on what happened in that last situation. So how should I interpret that?
Okay.
You know what I'm saying?
And y'all haven't spoke ever since?
Nah.
Okay.
Nah, I shouldn't say interpret because I got shit that was said to me and shit that was DM'd to me. Mm-hmm. So it's hard for me to change my perspective on that situation. Time does heal a lot. Time doesn't heal everything. Time does heal a lot. So I'll leave it there.
Okay. Jag?
No.
Shotgun Show?
No.
Verb?
Yes.
And just for me, which is so crazy, last time I remember seeing you guys together was at Hitman Holla listening party, and I completely forgot y'all had any issues.
So did Hitman.
Oh,
that's why he invited both of us, and forgot.
Bro, and I'm sitting here, it was no tension. I saw both of y'all, I'm dapping both of y'all out. So I'm like, yo, and I interviewed you, I interviewed him. So in my mind, I never thought to even ask y'all about any situation because it felt like there was no tension.
The reason why I felt like that is because that's the energy that he and I carried back into the building after we took our walk.
Gotcha.
So as men, we took our walk. Verb was a man about his shit. I was a man about my shit. And then we was able to walk back into the building with that type of energy.
Fire.
You know what I'm saying?
So yes.
But I was on the phone with Holla like right after that event. Holla was like, yo, my bad, I totally forgot. He was in promo mode. It's his out release listening party, so he's just inviting his friends and his business partners and his peoples and then it's just like, I'm with Ant. I never really broke down any. I'm not gonna get into all the details, but I'll just tell you about the beginning. It's two sides of it. I'm on this side, a bunch of people on that side. And it's a decent sized place, like the size of Drum.
And I think he was there first.
I know so.
Yeah, because I was there.
Because when I got there early enough to see everybody that was there. Damn, they were still, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah, I was there when
everybody wasn't inside yet.
Yeah, exactly.
So I'm with Ant, and Ant's like, yo, I think that's Verb over there. And I looked, and I couldn't fucking see where he was. He was like right over there, and I was just like, where? And then I looked back to Ant, I said, yo, I don't see him. And when I turned back, Ant wasn't there. He had went behind me and started to go in that direction. And I grabbed him, and I was just like, no, you're not going over there. You're not going over there. Meaning like, you're not gonna initiate nothing. You know what I'm saying? Like that's for me and him to.
Oh, okay, I got you.
I've been in situations like that where literally I told my brother Shata, when this person comes to the event, don't do nothing.
Got you.
Because I won't even feel comfortable if I didn't get a chance to address that person.
Makes
because
sense.
Even though he's gonna do what I do, he's gonna feel how I feel. It was such a isolated one-on-one situation.
Makes sense.
You know what I'm saying? Like there was never no energy of me, Verb, and other people.
Got you.
You know what I'm saying? It was never that energy. So when you don't have that energy, and sometimes you might not have the energy and shit still go down, niggas still get jumped, whatever, blah, blah,
and
blah.
it's always better for you to address it than to have somebody else address it, because I might not be as comfortable to talk to you about it.
It was so sturdy on both of our sides that when me and Verb, because we faced off inside. when we walked outside, people came out with us.
Thinking it's about to be an issue?
And we told them go back inside.
Got you.
Before me and Verb even said a word to it or did nothing outside, we told everybody that came out, go back in, like Ant was right on my heel. I said, go back inside.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Like there was other people that came out, might have been with Verb, I don't know. We told them go back inside.
Yeah.
Just me and him.
Got you.
You know what I'm saying?
Man shit.
Yeah. So that like you can't do nothing but respect that.
So yes for Verb, we could see him back.
Yeah.
Okay. 2 more names. Murder Mook.
Yeah.
Three more names.
He was supposed to battle Holla, man. Like I said, those contracts were sent out, man. He better get his shit together. Nah, shout out to Mook. Shout out to Van.
So yes, definitely we could see Mook back on.
Yeah, there's no reason not from RBE and myself did incredible work with Mook and incredible work with his manager Van. I fuck with them, and I think that they could look at me and say, yo, we did a lot for RBE. And I could look at them and say, RBE did a lot for you. I put business on the table that obviously was not coming his way. But he wasn't thinking about battle rap. Like, I didn't see Mook campaigning to battle when we went and grabbed him.
Mook was chilling.
Yeah, for 4 or 5 years. I didn't see him campaigning like, yo, I'm trying to come back. We went and just grabbed him. You know what I'm saying? And then on top of that, we know of certain business models that were moved around and other opportunities that may have came his way.
Dope.
So he's also been able to use some of that energy in other places.
Facts.
So, and he's Murder Mook. People will misinterpret that. Murder Mook doesn't need RBE's verb battle to get a bag elsewhere.
Definitely.
But the bags and the negotiations be different. And on top of that, everybody knows, I'm not saying Mook, but everybody knows battlers use RBE as leverage and sometimes even our contracts to negotiate.
Smart.
So we've obviously helped each other directly and indirectly. So shout out to Mook and Van for that 1000%. I don't got no issues with them guys. Me and Van used to fucking talk like 3-4 times a week. You know what I'm saying? We used to be on the phone politicking, battle rap, random shit.
Van is the man. He'll shut any shit down. He knows how to promote for Mook. He's the man. He'll shut all these conversations down. I like
Van be having delusional bias towards Mook sometimes. You know what I'm saying?
Hey man, he ride for Mook, man. That's his man, of course.
Hey, when you can't be wrong in your man's eyes, keep that loyalty around you. So it's all good.
And these last two is not really will they see them back or will we ever see them on RB at all. And the next name is Loaded Lux.
I'd say yes.
Definitely.
I'd say yes. We
love it.
Me and Lux, as well as mostly me and Tiff, we've been back and forth at least 4 or 5 times. Sometimes it was timing, sometimes it was just negotiation, sometimes it was opponent.
Gotcha.
There was a time where I had them in agreement to battle B-Dot. Didn't pan out. JC was another one I spoke to him about, and that was before all that promo was happening between them two.
That would have been another one.
But the B-Dot one was very close as far as like us agreeing.
Yeah, we had B-Dot on that actually.
Yeah, B-Dot versus Swave was a dope battle. Yeah, B-Dot.
Yeah, I'm black, y'all. Yeah.
Yeah, shout out to Swave.
Oh, little ninja. Yeah, that was a goodie.
Yeah. So yeah, I mean, before RBE closes our book and our legacy up and say, all right, y'all, it's been real. It'd be dope to have Lux on.
Fire.
But if we don't, it's all good. I'll still be able to respect him and appreciate him as a fan.
And the last name to conclude our documentary, Rbe'S Raw Scene.
You should drop these in small pieces. Though,
come on,
shit, we've been
man.
out here forever.
You know that's what we're doing, man.
For Brit, this is always yes and no. So yes or no. I would say yes.
Yes.
Me and Rbe'S never had any issues business-wise or personal-wise. You know what I'm saying? So that answer has to be yes then.
Fire.
I think that's another one we said earlier. Him and Hitman is still dope.
Oh yeah, of course. Hitman and Rbe'S, yeah.
Hitman and Rbe'S is
Hitman actually said he would battle Rbe'S, so yeah.
Hitman was ready to battle him and it didn't happen. That's how he ended up with Cassidy.
That's crazy.
I say that story all the fucking time.
I know. That's
he wanted
crazy.
to do Cassidy versus Nitty and Holla versus Rbe'S.
OD card.
But what's so crazy is one of those battles might have watered down the other one. So I think things worked out for the better.
Yeah, because they're like two main headline battles.
Yeah.
So it's like you could have had a Max Out 1 and Max Out 2.
Yeah.
With both of them as headlines.
Sometimes it's not always best to consolidate like that because you don't need to jam pack that type of firepower.
Facts.
You don't have to.
You could put Rbe'S and Hitman and you would have had a nice little dope ass couple battles under that shit. That would have been beautiful.
Yeah.
And then you say follow up with Cassidy and fucking Rum. Right back there, yeah.
But those negotiations between Cass and Nitty, and then trying to see what was gonna happen with Hitman and Rbe'S, is what gave us the idea of Hitman and Cassidy.
Dope.
And it turned out to be one of the biggest main events in battle rap history.
Facts.
So if I could do it all over again, maybe we would just call them both with that idea from the start. And that's not to take nothing away from Cass and Nitty and Rbe'S and Holla, but to have such a hugely impactful moment like that, nobody knows if we could have did that with those other battles.
Yeah.
That face-off wouldn't have happened with any other two people.
Yeah, probably not. I doubt it. You know what I'm saying?
So to have one of the biggest main events in battle rap history, I'm just glad of the outcome.
So definitely yes for Rbe'S though. We could definitely
yes to Rbe'S. Shout out to Rbe'S. Shout out to Rbe'S.
Dope. Man, ARP, it's been real. You know what I'm saying? Anything you want to leave for the fans, for the supporters?
You don't know how funny it's been. Everybody that drove past us so far, rubbernecks crazy to see. And I know they're looking, they're like, I don't know who the fuck that is. Why is this camera? Because they expected to be a celebrity or some shit. I feel like I let mad people down that drove by.
Who is that, bro?
They look, and they be like, that's nobody. I don't recognize that nigga. You know what I'm saying?
Hey,
but and every time y'all see me wave at people, it's because where we're at is real. That's how people are. It's the culture. It's the vibe. Strangers wave at each other through cars and on the street a lot. You know what I'm saying? Especially driving, people say what's up to people. So that's that Southern hospitality. But not in parting words, yo, knowledge. Appreciate you, homie. That's another reason why I'm glad we took this much time out, because you know I've been even that much more distant. So you know, to be able to sit down and answer hopefully most of what people would have asked me anyway or want to hear, I hope we got that done. So shout out to you and Hip Hop is Real. Shout out to the whole RBE team. Shout out to the new Bricks, because like I said, that's one place where I can definitely say I want to continue to place my energy. Or the Bricks. Shout out to everybody else that's not a brick or not signed, but still comes on RBE and puts on, because we still fuck with you heavy. We still are focused on you. Shout out to my cousin Holla. It's time. And that's it, man. Look, man, I ain't got but too much more time in battle rap, so
stop saying that.
You know what I'm saying?
Stop saying that. Come on, man.
You know what's crazy?
Just chill out, B.
I'll give you this in parting. After Brick by Brick 3, me and Ant went to a little spot to get something to eat afterwards, and we was talking about my future in battle rap. And I started talking like this more because what happens is people by nature have a problem pulling away from things that they feel really connected to, or that they've been successful in, or that people know them from and they get notoriety from. We see it all the time. In battle rap, I have become one of those people personally within myself where I'm just like, if I continue to just talk about the future, I will never fully close the book. I'll never fully close the book. So me talking like this, I'm also pulling out of my own ego of saying like, no, I'm not gonna keep doing this shit forever. No, I'm not doing this shit long term. I love battle rap. I may continue to be a part of it in certain capacities at certain times, but don't get fucking surprised if we say, all right, that's that 10-year mark, y'all. It's been real. And just enjoy that. Congratulate us if you fucked with us, or if we ever gave you content or something that you fucked with. You know, salute us. We are on the hip hop, not the battle rap, the hip hop timeline around the world. We are proud of that. So appreciate everybody that was a part of that. We got a lot of work that's still coming, but don't be fucking shocked if ARP wants to be one of the guys that says, nah, I'm not fucking hanging around this shit forever. You can't do that. Love the culture. Don't necessarily have to play a big part of it for a long period of time anymore.
Oh, man.